3, 2, 1. We are live, everybody. We are live. We have returned.
Good morning, San Diego.
Really? Oh, we were just. Good morning, San Diego. We were live just a few seconds ago. If you're watching this after the fact or on rewatch, check out our little tribute stream that we just finished up with Jason David Frank, Robbie Coltrane, and Kevin Conroy. Now, Danny, from what I'm aware, on the agenda you made, Kevin Conroy was on the top of that. So it's up to you. Do you want to continue talking about that to start off with, or should we?
It's a team vote. It's up to you guys. Like we can.
I mean, I say we could probably just jump forward straight into
we can jump forward.
We can jump forward. Okay. All right, we'll jump forward straight into Superman. But with that being said, Danny, read out the list that you have constructed for us for this stream.
You get one more time. You get one more time to do that before it stops being funny. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Keen. All right, let's get this agenda started.
Thin ice, Mr. Keen. Thin ice. Thin ice.
Let's get this agenda started, because you know what? we missed a couple of weeks, but guess what? We're back. You know, it's coming to Thanksgiving. You guys are gonna eat that turkey, but before you eat that turkey, you gotta have some pop culture in your system.
Turkey.
Let's get it started. Okay, on the first part of this agenda
I've never eaten anything drier in my life.
Oh man! So for this first part of the agenda, we're gonna be talking about DC. We're gonna be talking about the Superman movie, Man of Steel 2. I don't know. Man of Tomorrow. I don't know. But they keep on having rumors of Steven Spielberg wanting to do it. Like, you know, want to be like the director for this. So I'm a little excited about that. And then we got some more great DC news. James Gunn and Peter Safran, they already confirmed they only got 2 months until they're done with their whole entire plan of the DCU. And then we're gonna go to the MCU after that. We're gonna be doing some Marvel memory lane. We're gonna be down. Perfect
timing, because holiday special comes out. The holiday special.
We're gonna be talking about some Guardians of the Galaxy. That's one of my movies right there. And then we're gonna be talking about our reviews for Marvel Wakanda Forever, and how we feel. And then the final thing we're gonna talk about is Cobra Kai, of course. And this is the second part of the 3-part series on why should our kids win. And guess what? If you are a Miguel fan, a Eli fan, a Sean fan, or a Dimitri or Tori fan, guess what? This part is for you. So, Mr. King.
Yeah, that's Sim.
What about Burt fans?
Burton fans don't matter. Anyway,
Whoa. Bert. Sit your ass down. You are irrelevant.
What's with the Bert hate, Danny? Come on now.
Bert erasure, bro. Bert matters.
Whatever. Mr. Jacob, you can go ahead and start the class.
So, right. So, with it being Man of Steel 2, right, so refresh me. Steven Spielberg is...
they're in talks, because him, David Zaslav, and Christopher Nolan were, at lunch.
Oh, that's a dream team.
Also, I heard the Top Gun Maverick guy is, too.
And the Top Gun Maverick guy, too.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Director.
I'm telling y'all, except for the Harry Potter stuff, David Zaslav making some moves with DC.
Henry Cavill likes Matthew Vaughn.
We're getting Christopher Nolan, Steven Spielberg, and the guy who directed Top Gun involved in Man of Steel 2, potentially.
Yeah, those are the talks right now.
We're about to make one of the best superhero movies of all time.
Also, Matthew Vaughn, who did Kingsman, he's pretty good too. So
yeah.
Is he attached?
I'm telling y'all, man.
No, Henry Cavill really likes Matthew Vaughn, and he was apparently he was talking about.
And I think the Mission Impossible director, he said they said that he's open to do it too, or whatever.
Yeah, everyone wants to do Superman.
Wow, that is.
I keep on trying to tell everybody, listen. I think low key David Zaslav is a hardcore Superman fan, but he just ain't saying nothing because that was his main thing that he's pushing the hardest or whatever.
Because he knows it's not cool to be a Superman fan anymore, unfortunately.
No, it isn't.
It's
God,
So-
they're really getting their shit together. Sorry for cussing, but they're really getting their shit together.
If only Sony could follow suit.
If
Yeah.
only Sony.
Yeah.
But since we're not gonna be talking about Sony, we're gonna be talking about like
That
DC.
deserves its own stream.
Yeah.
That damn movie, that damn company.
Next
That's
time.
just a little thing. Next time on the Kings of Pop Culture, we did an MCU, by the way.
But like, what do we want? Like, I guess what do we want? Man of Steel 2 to be about? Like,
I think Brainiac should be the next route.
I think
Yo,
him
man.
or you know the Elite, the like Manchester
Ooh,
Black,
Elite.
those guys.
Dude, I keep on hearing that maybe Lobo might be it. Like,
Lobo, let's go.
because like I think Jason Momoa wants to play Aquaman and Lobo at the same time. I say,
That'd be
hell,
weird.
why not?
That'd be weird.
Why not?
Yeah, I'd rather just give it to someone new. Sorry, Jason, but don't be greedy.
You know
Yes,
who would be good? Carl Urban as Lobo. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Sign me up for that. Oh, sign me up for that. But
Keep
Lobo
on-
is a good shout.
I keep on what's it called? I know you guys want Norman Reedus to play Ghost Rider, but I think he can make a good Lobo too.
Yeah, same type of vibe.
Yeah.
He would fit
The
that
main
very
man.
well. He would fit that so well. Oh man, I'm
But here's
I'm
the
so
thing.
happy we're talking about Man of Steel 2,
Here's the thing
man.
with Man of Steel. Like, I think for this one, you have to go more traditional Superman.
Superman.
You
Yeah.
have to go more traditional Superman now because the whole evil Superman thing is getting played out. Like we've seen.
Yeah, we don't
Homelander.
really need to go down that road.
I think that needs to be built. I think that needs to be built up anyway.
Leave
can't
it
just do
to
that
the
and make it
Injustice games or build up to it. We don't need to.
Yeah,
say that.
we had Injustice. We got Homelander. We got Omni Man. Marvel's probably gonna do Sentry or Hyperion soon. Like we don't need any more evil.
This is where the
Superman.
fun begins.
But
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I like the Zack Snyder's like Black Air Force Energy Superman, but like, I mean,
you gotta win the Supes fans back. You gotta win the Superman fans back.
Could have Metallo.
Metallo, yeah.
Doesn't he look like buddy?
now
What's that
allegedly, what's her name might be getting recast.
Parasite? That'd be creepy though.
Who played Lois?
Oh,
Amy.
Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that no one hasn't reached out to her or whatever, but she says that's okay if they recast the role. It's perfectly fine. She's not being a hater or
And,
anything.
you gotta keep
like
in
that.
mind, they're still in early development. This is some years away.
Yeah,
so,
I
like,
think she'll be fine. She'll be alright.
Yeah.
she's not the problem. I have a problem with her Lois Lane, but it's not her. She's an amazing actress. It's it's the writing for Lois. I have a problem with.
Because I was just saying, like, as much as I like I said, hold on, Zach, calm down, Snyder fans. I like Man of Steel. I come in peace and everything. I'm just saying right now, her Lois ain't my favorite Lois. I kind of like the Superman and Lois one better. Like, I think
that is Lois Lane. That is Lois Lane. She is feisty. She knows what she's doing, and she'll let you know about it. That's Lois Lane.
Yeah.
That's Lois Lane. That
Because
is
the thing with Amy Adams' Lois, she was just being a reporter, and she was like, there. If you remember it.
Lois
Well,
has a
that's
big
from
personality.
the writing,
That's her.
sir, Danny.
Anyway, like I was saying, like
keep coming back and forth with a little. Ignore this guy. You know what? Actually, get the. Fuck
I
out.
guarantee he's getting food. He's getting food. I know he is.
Yeah,
he's
he's booting him out.
Yeah, it's
We're
probably
gonna cut
accurate.
this. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm like looking at Warner Brothers. I was like, all right, Warner Brothers, I see you. Warner Brothers Discovery, I see you. You guys are
Give
making.
us Jimmy Olsen. That was inexcusable what you did to Jimmy Olsen. And
Oh nah, man, they killed Jimmy Olsen. Like, man,
no,
why you?
first they made him a CIA agent, which is already weird. Like, why? And you killed him. Like, the hell was that? Why?
It's because he's a redhead.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I work for the CIA. 2 seconds later, he gets shot. I was like, why did you? Okay.
Wow, that ended, didn't it? Damn.
That's Superman's best friend. That's like, imagine if in Captain America, Bucky just actually died. And you
I
never
mean, like I said, all right, okay, BVS Unlimited Edition, not that theatrical BS that we had or whatever. Like,
Hit the V out and just call it BS.
I
like
still hate both versions. I just hate the Ultimate Edition a little bit less, but I hate both versions.
the Ultimate Edition, even though it still has
Marginally
this
less
like
than the other one.
you know how we all feel about BBS. Like,
Yeah, we've talked
Bro.
about it at nauseum.
it's like I saw the potential, but
Not quite there.
no. Yes. When you're telling me that Superman would not save Jimmy Olsen right there? He only pulled up for Lois. Like you let Jimmy Olsen die like right there.
Jimmy Olsen is Captain. He's Superman's Bucky. That's his ride or die. That's his buddy, bro. You can't.
As soon as that bullet is would have been shot, like Superman would have been right there, bro. So that's why I just said like, yo, Zach, what are you doing in here? Hey, I don't like this, man. No, you just don't kill Jimmy Olsen like that. Like
This movie, Superman needs to show that being a good guy, like, just a
it's
good
harder
guy,
than what it is.
it's really difficult in a world that's gray. Like when you're just a
Yeah.
good dude, people walk all over you. People think you're weak. People think you're not. People think you're idealistic. People like being a good guy is hard, man. It really is.
People think you have an end goal. People think you're trying to achieve something or you have a hidden agenda, when in actuality, you may just want the world to be a better place.
Yeah,
I think with Superman, that hasn't been focused on enough. Like people always assume the worst about him.
Yeah,
because he is
now
so
we've kind of
powerful.
had the edgy Superman. It's time to, I think, the Black Adam spoiler, the Black Adam end credit scene kind of foreshadowed
Sorry.
a more classic.
Yeah, that's why they played the John Williams theme. But they knew what they were doing with that.
Black Adam, we have to talk. Like that's Superman right there. We have to talk. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He needs to be a bit corny. That's just how he is, bro. He needs to be a bit. He's a
You've got
normal
to
dude.
embrace the corniness, and I mean, the thing is, the guy's in bloody tights and shit. Like, come on.
And then people say that can't work in a superhero movie. They showed
Yes,
us
it
it can work with
can.
They showed us it can work with Captain America. Captain America is the corny. He punched Hitler in the face in his first appearance. Like that, you don't get cornier than that.
And in the first
it can work.
Avenger, he did it in a show.
Yeah.
It can work. You gotta
It can
embrace
work.
it.
I mean, Captain America. I mean, Superman basically is Captain America, but with powers. More or less.
Yeah. It's like Superman, like the thing is, you want to have a good Superman because Superman is the opposite of Batman or whatever. And man, if we get world's finest, if you give me a world's finest movie, James Gunn, you would be like forever goated. Like, give me the live action world's finest. I'm just asking and everything, just asking. Yeah.
Superman fan, I'm excited. This is more than I could say for a long time because for a long time, Superman, my best Superman was on a TV show that no one watched. So, but now we're moving in the right direction, and that's all I can ask for.
I agree.
Please get it
Perfect.
right.
It's
They
a good
got-
time
they
to be a
got-
Superman fan.
We
Finally.
got what we wanted. They listened to the fans for years before we even met Jacob. We kept on saying, "Where the hell is Henry Cavill at? Like, where is the HC at? Like, what is he doing?
Where
Like,
is
what is
Henry
going on?"
Cavill?
We wanted Henry
Like,
Cavill. Okay?
I wanted to be cool to be a Superman fan again. Like everyone loves Batman, rightfully so. Batman's awesome, but
I mean, Batman is the dude, but let's not undersell Superman here.
Superman is he's the American ideal. He's that
He's
guy.
the American ideal, and not only this, he's the godfather of superheroes. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, without him, we don't got him. We don't got Spider-Man. We don't got nobody, bro. Like, he's the one who started it all. Like, you
Right.
know,
It is true. It's true. Without
And
him,
so
we don't
that's-
have anyone.
because like the hardest thing you can do is be a good dude in a world full of evil, man. When even when you're trying to do the right thing, people still think that you're evil and everything. Like, it's crazy.
It is true, and that's what they can go with for a more, let's just say, different approach to Superman. They could go for a more different angle, more classic angle.
I want him to be optimistic. I want him to be like show us a little bit of Smallville. Show us some of that small town action. Like
Yeah.
show us-
Even like speaking of Smallville, a bit of that feel, like of the old show, stuff like that.
If it's gonna be Man of Steel 2, I think they should just make it like the Suicide Squad is like the events that happened in Suicide. I mean, in Man of Steel 1.
where they
Yeah.
happen, but
Yeah, it happened, but we just
we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk about it. It happened.
Yeah.
We're just not gonna talk
yeah.
about that.
So they basically confirmed that the Snyder Cut isn't the canon one.
yeah.
We don't know. It's up in the air.
Like because the thing is, the
Confirmed
company never said
Snyder Cut one is canon. DC, for God's sake.
They
it's
don't wanna-
one of
they
those
don't wanna
things
piss-
is like it's one
They
of
don't
those
want to
things.
piss off either side. Like,
Yeah,
kinda-
it's like a soft reboot side of like, hey, if you like the Whedon cut, guess what? We got the cast.
They're
Hey,
probably
if
gonna
you
do
like
it.
the Snyder cut, guess what? We have the cast, baby.
So
Like,
what's gonna happen is the events of the end of that film aren't going to be mentioned for about 5 movies, and then they'll go, "Oh yeah, you remember that time?"
By the way, that did happen.
Yeah. Like, by the way, it did happen. Mr. Fish, can you do a Corey Cunningham imitation? No, I cannot.
the thing is, and Darius knows this. Like, if you know Darkseid, you can basically say that Snyder cut is canon because Darkseid is everywhere or whatever. Like, if
It's
you
the
know his
same-
whole entire character arc.
Basically,
Or whatever.
Darkseid is like he's like the anti-Kang, basically, where Kang has different versions of himself. Darkseid is the same being in every universe he's in. Like he remembers everything from every universe. So like
There is no difference.
So you can technically say the Snyder cut is canon.
he
but,
doesn't
you
have
know-
he doesn't have variants. Basically, he is his own variants, which is
Yeah.
confusing.
There's only one Darkseid. Like, there's only one.
They're all like aspects of his real self, which is like fourth dimensional. It's complicated, but
It's complicated. Like, the Darkseid from the Superman animated series is still the Darkseid in the comic books that's in the live action. It's weird.
basically he's fighting the same people over and over again. And he keeps losing. That's it. But yeah, so it's probably gonna be like what Marvel did with the Netflix shows, where it was like we're gonna pick certain aspects of it
Cherry pick.
and pick the stuff that works, leave out the stuff that doesn't, and
Go from there.
yeah.
So essentially, it is canon, but it isn't. But it is a reboot, but it isn't. It's just kind of like a loose.
I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to appeal to both sides, but I wish they would just pick a direction and just get it over with. But
I think they're doing the right thing about saying nothing, and it's like whatever your interpretation is, well, guess what? You're right and everything. Like,
let's be honest. This Zack Snyder version is way better, but the movies are mostly the same. Like the same things happen. It's just
Yeah.
In terms of big events, basically the same thing. Yeah.
yeah.
it's
It's
like,
just one's more detailed and better, but by
Yeah.
and large, the events.
One of them happens in a very stupid way, and the other one
Yeah.
doesn't.
But essentially, it all ends with the same result.
Steppenwolf's gone. Darkseid's on his way. That's
Yeah.
the gist of it.
Either version ends up with the same result.
I
It's just
mean,
the journey they take to get there that's different.
yeah. But dude, just imagine if Steven Spielberg, going back onto him, like if he comes back, because it's been a while since Steven Spielberg done a movie. Am I right? Like,
he's done a bunch of smaller movies about like
Yeah, he's done mostly smaller budget stuff.
contemporary like life movies, but he hasn't done like a big blockbuster since
yeah, because
Ready Player One, I think.
Mm.
That's the last one he did.
Yep.
I know he was trying to do the Black Hawks movie. Like, it's a DC movie or whatever. But like, they never,
He's been wanting to
If
do
you
comic
know
book
the
movies. He's wanted to do comic books for a long time. Like
yeah.
I know he was in talks for some Marvel stuff. Like he just wants to do a comic book movie. He really wants to.
Dude, I mean, if you have Steven Spielberg doing your stuff, man, like this is good for DC. Like,
That's a goat. That's a goat right there. That's a top 5 character.
It's like when I found out that David Zaslav was talking to Christopher Nolan and Steven Spielberg at lunch.
Two goats.
Two goats.
It's like, all right, David, I see how you doing. You really want this thing to win. You really want to win, bro. Okay, I respect that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
it's pulling a madness, dude. Like, I mean, getting that house in order. I mean, my Harry Potter feelings aside, DC is getting their shit together, and that's what I love.
because he was at a conference he was at a conference the other day, and he said my number one goal is I want James and Peter to drive the hell out of DC. Like, I want them to take over that thing, and I believe in them. I like, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's a leader right there. That's what we need and everything. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's like,
And this is good for people who just like humble movies, dude. Like we get more variety. We get the two big publishers who do not hate each other, by the way. Stop pushing that narrative. They're not in
Stop
competition.
putting that narrative out there.
Oh
Kevin
yeah.
Kevin Feige literally said, "I'll be there day one for whatever James Gunn makes at DC." They don't hate each other.
And then the Rock even like had to check IG and say like, listen, like this is stupid to even compare my movie to this movie.
You got The Rock congratulating Black Panther for making money. He's like, "Yo, good job, bro." Like they need each other. People don't realize that when
And the ironic thing
movie
is, most
comes
of the
out,
people that work on these movies all work on those movies.
yeah, they share technology all the time. Like James Gunn, the Suicide Squad helped out with Guardians 3 stuff and vice versa. Like they helped each other. Like it's not a competition. It is, but it's not. It's a
They even said that there's been times where Kevin Feige will go on a DC thing and like give him a couple of pointers on like some stuff or whatever. Like
they're all in it together, man. Like at the end of the day, they make the same type of movies. Like
yeah,
they need each other.
It's true. They need each other, man.
So anyone who's butthurt about DC making a comeback or like trying to push it, like no, bro, like we need this. Everyone needs this. And if you like Marvel and you don't like DC, like why? It's the same thing. Like not the same thing, but it's the same type of thing. Like I don't know why you like one and not the other. They're
It's literally the same thing. It's
I mean, you can like one more than the other, and that's fine. And
you can like one more than the other. Everyone has their preferences, but like why like ride for one team like exclusively when they literally make the same?
Well, it's like the whole Xbox PlayStation debate. It's stupid, and it's nonsensical. People just love to pick a side and pick a fight, even though in this context, Marvel want DC to win, DC want Marvel to win. But according to everyone else, oh no, you have to pick a side. It's like, well, no.
It was what we were talking about yesterday, Jacob. It's like for some reason, like fans have this cultist mentality of like you can't have like both for some reason. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what if I like Coke and Pepsi? I'm sorry, I like both. They're both good. They're not that different.
And what if I do? What if I do?
What if
You can like both, but some people just can't accept that. That's the absolute truth.
What if I like red? What if I like red and blue? Like I like both, bro.
What if I want to take both the blue and red pill?
What if I like Star Wars and Star Trek? Just kidding. Fuck Star Trek. I'm playing.
I was about to say,
I can't do that. That's one thing I can't do. As a Star Wars fans,
sorry, dude.
I'm sorry, Trekkies. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Trekkies. Like you guys are rude. Like
you guys are mean, bro. You guys are too mean for me, bro. I can't deal with.
Yeah, Star Trek fans are mean. I'm sorry, dude. I can't even protect them, my guy. Like
at least with Star Wars fans, we're mean to each other. We're not mean to other people.
Yeah, we're mean to each other.
Y'all are mean to everybody. Star Trek doesn't
not
make
any better either. We're all mean to each other around here. We ain't mean to no one else.
Star Wars fans, we're at each other's throats, but when it comes time to defend Star Wars, we all unite behind that. That's what we do.
Even if you're not a fan of the Secret Trilogy, all right, get behind us, little brother. You don't know this shit. These trackies think they are somebody. Ooh, Captain Kirk. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no.
I'm just saying.
No. There's no comparison between.
And I like this. I like Star Trek. I like some of it. I like the new stuff. The Chris Pine movies are pretty good. I like them. But
all right. All right.
You ain't in our level. You ain't in our level. There ain't nobody on Star Wars level, bro.
No. It's like, let's just put it this way. You might have made the sci-fi thing, but like we perfected
it. We perfected that. We took it in a new direction.
We showed you how it's done. That's what we did. We showed you how it's done.
You showed us some sci-fi. We put space wizards in that. We did that.
With light up swords that you can fight with.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Henry Cavill. This man is happy. He says that this man said he wants to bring. And once again, calm down, Snyder fans. Like, calm down. Like, calm down. Don't attack me and everything. I'm on your side. I like some of Snyder's movies. But the man, just because the man said that he wants to bring joy to the character, doesn't mean he's dissing Zack Snyder. He's just saying, like, the dude is a huge person of the lore of Superman or whatever. Like, he knows the character. Like, he studied the character. He knows who Superman is.
If you've ever read All Star Superman or seen the movie, that is Superman.
Ooh.
That's what they should do for the last Superman movie. They should do that.
Yeah.
All-Star.
Because they kind of did the death of Superman way too early, in my honest opinion.
Yeah. So if you're gonna kill Superman, if you're ever gonna kill Superman off, that's the way to do it. Is All Star. Like that's
Yeah.
the perfect thing.
I mean, I'll even say this: if you're gonna do All Star Superman, my opinion, you do bring Zack Snyder out for that one. That's a dark storyline.
It's a dark storyline. It has some light mixed in with like him finding his purpose in his last days. Like that's
Like that would be a good. I mean, if Zack Snyder was to return, have him do All Star Superman because that's a dark storyline. And if you watch the movie, it's really good too. Like
that's some depressing stuff.
I mean, literally, you have Lex Luthor straight up jelly of Superman. He's like, you see this, Clark, you see these muscles. These are man-made muscles because Superman cheats his way or whatever. Like, all right, Lex, come on, dog.
You got Superman helping the little girl that wanted to commit suicide. Like, you got to find a better way. I was like, oh man, that's
that's what I'm saying. That's what
the world needs that right now.
That's what makes Superman great because he's your dad in a superhero costume. If you think about it, it's like
that. Superman, and I think the only character that ever does this is Spider-Man. Like that relatable, like you feel like if you're having a bad day, you can turn to them. Like you just talk to them. Like that's Superman. Like that's what he's always been to me. Like even if you're just having the worst day of your life, Superman will come down and talk to you and tell you, like, keep going, keep pushing. It's going to be all right. That's Superman.
It's like if you watch the animated series, he did that all the time. Like you have like one thing where like kids are climbing the a power line tower or whatever, and like a kid falls down, he's there to scoop him up, and then he gives him like a little talking lesson, like, "Hey, you shouldn't be. I understand peer pressure is hard, but you gotta learn how to say no, son. You got that? Yes, Superman. All right, then, man. You take it easy. Like, boom. Like
it's so simple. He teaches the lessons that Jonathan and Martha like taught him. Like, that's what he's doing. He just teaches everything he taught because he grew up as a normal human being. Like that's the whole thing. Like he's a normal guy. That's Superman.
And I get where Zack Snyder was coming from with the first with the Man of Steel. The first movie. Once again, I like Man of Steel. Snyder fans don't tap me. I'm on your side and everything. Like I gotta put that out there. Like
you gotta make sure your mind. They will come after. They will.
It's like I like Zack Snyder. I repeat, I like Zack Snyder stuff. I like majority of it. Like I think it's really good or whatever. But like I get that they were trying to do the year one type of super. I mean, like they're trying to do the Batman year one, but they gave it to Superman type of thing. Like I see that. I see what he was trying to do or whatever, and I can understand why a lot of people didn't like that though. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I see both sides of it or whatever.
They got to strike the balance. That's all. I think they just need to lean a little bit more towards like lighthearted and like optimistic.
Yeah,
we need that, right? Especially right now, what's going on in the world with all the
It's like, especially what's going on nowadays. Like we all need a little bit of hope in the sky that it's gonna land down and just give everybody saying like, hey man, let's talk it out. Like let's talk it out. We got this, man. We got this. We gonna be all right.
After the last like 2.5, 3 years, we need that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Especially now, man.
The world lost its damn mind.
Oh yeah.
No matter what side of the political stuff you're on or whatever, like you can agree the world lost its damn mind.
Yeah. It did, man. Like, oh my goodness. I mean, that was the thing about Superman too. It's like, there'd be times where Superman worked with the government, and then there'd be times where Superman didn't work with the government. It's like depending on what the situation was.
He's like Captain America. He just does the right thing. Like, whatever the right thing is, he does it. Like whether that's working with the government or not. Like that's the right thing. Because it's the right thing for no other reason.
It's the right thing to do. And I think that and I think that's why I like Superman and Batman's relationship, because they're they're totally opposite people. Like Superman sees the light in everybody or whatever. Like he gives everybody a chance no matter what and everything. Whereas Batman sees the dark, always sees the darkness in people or whatever. And like it's hard to give people chances because of his childhood or whatever.
He knows everyone can be capable of evil.
Yeah, pretty much or whatever. Like and like I think that's why they clash on egos. Like if you've seen the comic books or just watch the show in general, man, like Superman and Batman like go at it sometimes.
They're best friends. They're good friends, but they just have their philosophies are just like it's like Tony and Cap. They just can't see eye to eye on like the way they view the world. Like
it's like Batman like does stuff for the greater good, whereas Superman will like try to try to talk to people. Like he will try to negotiate. Like I'll put it this way: Batman will not negotiate with terrorists, but Superman will depending on what the situation, he might like negotiate a tad bit or whatever, depending on what the situation.
Let's say like there's somebody, a robber has a woman with a purse at gunpoint. Like Batman takes the dude down. That's it. Superman take him down. People like, listen here, son. Like, you need to do this. Like, you don't need to do this.
Like he'll talk with the purse. Like, hey, put the gun down and let's let's talk it out. Like
yeah. That's the difference.
Whereas Batman, he's throwing a batarang at his hand or whatever. Like
they're not that like Superman and Batman. They're not that different. They both are symbols of hope. They just do it in different ways.
Yeah, it's like they're both orphans. They both lost their real parents or whatever. Like they have like figures where like Bruce had Alfred in his life or whatever, and Superman had Martha, had Jonathan, and he had Lana, like Pete, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had like Superman had like more of like a big family type of thing. Whereas Batman, he only had Alfred his whole entire life. And you're a multi-billionaire at the age of 8 or whatever. You don't know what to do with yourself. Like, what are you gonna do with all that money? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't trust nobody because people think because you're like small or whatever, they don't think you're good, I don't know.
Yeah, he never got over his parents getting killed in front of him in the alley. Like Superman never had to deal with that. Like that's the difference.
Yeah, it's like Superman had that, that love of the home or whatever. That's why I just didn't believe, like, once again, Snyder fans, don't tap me on your side and everything. But I'm just saying, the Jonathan Kent thing of letting him die, I don't believe that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, but like Jonathan Kent, he's like Uncle Ben, where he is so important in the way that Superman informs his philosophy. You can't have like Jonathan Kent. He's supposed to say, no, you save those kids no matter what the risk to you or to us or whatever. You save those kids. It's the right thing to do. Yeah. You don't have Jonathan Kent being like, well, Clark is like, should I let him die? I don't know, maybe. Like, what? No.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, that's not Jonathan Kent. Like,
you would never say that. Like, no. Then you have the way he dies. He dies in I'm sorry, but the whole point of Jonathan Kent dying is the heart attack. There's nothing Clark could have done about that. There was nothing at all he could have done. Like, even with all his power, there was nothing he could have done about that. It's natural. Like, what could he have done about that? There's nothing he could have done. The whole tornado thing ruins that because he could have.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, no. Sorry, Zach. I disagree with you on that. Like, no, like Superman is fast enough to get to the tornado. This is BS. I don't believe you. Like,
because he went back for a dog. Okay. All right, bro. That's what we're doing.
The dog survived too. Like, but your own daddy, like.
Nah, they should have just kept the heart attack because, like I said, there was nothing Clark could have done about that. Like that was gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
That's an important lesson you have to learn. You can't save everybody, but you save whoever you can. That's the lesson you learn. But yeah, like I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited, especially Spielberg, because Spielberg, if you watch any of his movies, he's great at that like lighthearted like feeling. He can also get dark when he needs to. Like if you watch E.T., obviously E.T.'s like the classic one.
E.T., Jurassic Park, Jaws,
even Ready Player One. That's a good movie.
Yeah, freaking. Well, we don't talk about Crystal Skull. Like that could just
that wasn't his fault. That was
they were high that day. Him and George were high that day. So
they got a little too drunk and started saying every idea that went through their head. And you can have a bad movie every once in a while. That's okay. Happens to everybody.
That's what I'm saying. You're entitled to one bad season. Like, you know.
When you're one of the GOATs, you're Steven Spielberg, bro. I ain't sweating you.
Yeah. But I guess we'll transition or whatever. You know,
he can do E.T. He also made Schindler's List, which is a dark ass movie if you ever watched it. So like this dude could do a variety of tones. Like Schindler's List is some depressing stuff. I can't watch it. He's done everything.
So I guess we could transition to like, you know, James Gunn and Peter Safran basically being done with their plan or whatever. And how you feel about that, bro?
I'm excited. I mean, this means that they've been working on this for quite some time. Probably before James officially signed a contract. He's probably working on it. Probably had some notes when he was working on the Suicide Squad piece. He probably just wanted to finalize it.
Yeah.
It's good that there is a plan because there's more you can say about WB before.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell the plan was back then, but we got a plan now.
They were just throwing movies on the wall and just hoping that they stick, bro.
Like what the hell is this? Like why but now we have a direction, we have a plan, and that's a start. That's a good start, actually, really good start.
Yeah, man. And you know, I like I said, I understand not everybody's a big David Zaslav fan, but I like the direction that he's doing for DC. I don't know anything about Harry Potter, so like I can't speak on it or anything. Cause like
I like what he's doing for DC, the animation stuff and the Harry Potter stuff. I'm like,
yeah. And about the animation stuff, like I understand because I'm an animation guy too. I was hurt when it got cut, but I understand animation is more expensive than like
it takes a long time. It takes a long time.
So like that's why I just said like I get it or anything, but I'm sorry too. Cartoon Network fans, stop it. Majority of you guys don't support the network. So like I'm just saying like
Cartoon Network, it needs an overhaul anyway. Most of the shows are not good. Ever since the regular show ended.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's literally been the Teen Titans Go channel from what I've been looking at. Like,
there's some good stuff on there. Like, I heard Infinity Train is good. That's about it. Like, they need to do overhaul, bring Konami back, maybe.
Because my thing is this: there's a lot of kids that just don't watch cartoons anymore at a certain age. It's just the truth, man. Like,
you're out of it now. You're out of it, man.
I have little cousins or whatever. And like they don't watch Cartoon Network. They're like on Netflix or like they're watching something on a streaming service. They're watching Disney Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
Like so
I got little cousins, they watch The Mandalorian. I'm like, y'all watch The Mandalorian? What the hell?
Yeah. Or like in my case, my cousin, I found out my little cousin, like she watches Naruto. I'm like, and I didn't even have to say anything. Like she was watching Naruto. Like, hold up, wait a minute. Like
yeah, man. I need to find a way to appeal to kids of today. And it's not that hard because kids of today, I'm going to say this, kids of today, they've been through some dark shit. They can handle like dark stuff in cartoons. Like kids of today.
I'm thinking like if they was to make a Fortnite like cartoon series on Cartoon Network, you get people back in the seats or whatever.
Oh,
like
kids love Fortnite.
Yeah. You gotta move with the times or whatever. And that's why I was trying to talk to people that like were getting mad. I was like, I understand what you're coming from, but you gotta look at it from the business standpoint. Do you keep the animation sector and then everybody loses their job, or do you cut out the anime sector? Let's make this money. Let's get back this money and make it back, and then we can bring it back in the long term. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
animation across the board is struggling. It's happening with Disney right now too. Actually, that's where Iger came back. But
I mean, like certain animation shows like like Ivy and Harley Quinn, I think that one is gonna stay because once again, it's just all about what's making money. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, that's why I'm just saying like I got faith in James Gunn and I got faith in Peter because they know what success is when it comes to like making like good superhero movies because guess what? They're superhero fans or whatever. So
yeah, they're not gonna let. Then they said they're gonna include like animation and game fans, so they're not gonna leave other out of it too. So they're not gonna.
They're gonna try to make it all in one universe, no matter what.
Yeah. So the game, like just like how Star Wars games are canon, like they actually happen. Like they said, DC games might be canon.
Yeah.
To the movies.
So
cool.
I'm good with that. You know,
I love a good story game. It's cool.
It's like if we're getting Injustice 3, I'm just saying, like I'll like come out of retirement for playing video games and like actually buy that. Like I'm just saying, like I love me some Injustice.
We got that Justice League Kill the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game. Is that coming out next year?
I think so. Like I think the end game. I think one of the builds ups from what I'm thinking was gonna happen is I think the Suicide Squad and the Justice League are supposed to team up against Black Adam or whatever.
That'd be cool.
It's like
I heard rumors about Titans and like, Titans combination with Young Justice, like kind of like a combination of like, the original Titans, Beetle, Static, and stuff.
So. I think like going forward, I think Blue Beetle, like I'm glad that they're keeping it because I think Blue Beetle is setting up the Titans though, bro. Like I think low key it's setting up the Titans or whatever.
Booster Gold cameo, hopefully.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they asked Ray Fisher. I wouldn't be surprised if they asked Ray Fisher to like come back and do a cameo for Blue Beetle. It's like
that would be nice.
It's like. Can you just see like him, like Sholo is taking off, and like he says like, "What's up?" Like, "Hey, identity, dude." I already knew
that's
like,
that's some pretty impressive. That's some pretty impressive tech you got there.
He's like, "Do you want to learn how to control it?" Wait, what? Like, I can teach you everything. Don't like. He's like, it's like, come on.
Then you do a static. You do a static movie down the line. You got Movie to show up in that.
Man, the time and the place.
It's like
you set up a Robin, some kind of Robin. I don't care which one, Nick, Jason, even Tim. I don't care which one.
Think now, Darius, don't get mad at me, but I think with this Flash movie or whatever, they're gonna reset. They're gonna reset the thing, like reset the timeline. So I would not be surprised if we get Dick Grayson coming back to life again. With Batman or whatever.
Give me Dick Grayson, give me Wally West, give me
Speedy, out.
Give me Speedy, like Green Arrow,
and of course
Raven, Starfire, give me all of them.
What I like what's going on is when James Gunn asked the fans, "Hey, what type of movies you guys want to see?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, see. Man, we didn't get this the last time. Like, this is, hey, man, hey, I want this, man. Like, I ain't even going to front.
And speaking of animation,
where do I start?
Teen Titans Season 6.
Teen Titans Season 6.
And just for clarity,
where is it?
The original.
Promised it after Teen Titans Go. I'm still waiting.
Still waiting,
Warner Brothers. Come on now. Not leave us in that cliffhanger. Beast Boy right into the light.
This is one of those things. Don't blue ball me, man. Like, come on, stop doing this. Like, this is not fun.
This terror, remember or not, where's Starfire season at? What's going on here?
You know what I'm saying, man? Like,
Can't be getting blue balled anymore. I want
I
to see
need
it.
answers. As RJ would say, I need clarification.
I need clarification, my guy. Like, you
I'm
know,
so sick of this. I need
I need
clarity.
closure. You can't just end. I need closure. Okay, I'm not ready to say goodbye to them. I need closure.
freaking I also like the clarification of David Zaslav saying like, okay, we're not gonna have like 4 or 5 Batmans everywhere. We're gonna have like, you know, one.
That makes me a little nervous. I hope they don't try to force Bats into the DC. Do not,
Yeah,
please
like,
do not do that.
don't just make it one Batman. Just
That
because.
doesn't work. Like, do not put
I mean,
Bats in.
I think what he meant is like, I think like Reeves is doing his thing, but I think in the main DCU timeline, there's one Batman or whatever. Like, I think Keaton is not gonna. I think Keaton's gonna play cameo a lot or whatever. Maybe we might get that Batman Beyond movie finally.
That's another thing. Make that movie, please. Like the perfect age for it. Get yourself a Terry McGinnis. I mean, maybe Tanner Buchanan. Just saying, Tanner could do that too.
Yeah,
make it happen.
I mean, dude, like, bro, I'm praying to James Gunn, please, man. Like, if we can't get the Bat family in the Matt Reeves universe, can we get the Bat family in the DCU universe? Come on, man. Like, you know, like
properly as well.
People like we never got the Bat family. Like, we got Robin, but Robin.
I want to see all of them.
Chris O'Donnell did a good job writing in those movies, especially Robin. Like,
it's like, you know, I like Chris O'Donnell in Forever, but you know, when it comes to that Batman and Robin movie,
stop talking, Robin. Shut up,
Batman and Robin, and I'm sick and tired of it. Oh, shut up, Robin. No one cares. Like, quiet.
Shut up,
like,
tired of living in your shadow. Shut up.
Give me a Titans. Give me a Titans movie with Deathstroke.
Oh man, dude, I think Deathstroke is coming back in Peacemaker
or Brother Blood. Give me Brother Blood in live action. That'd be cool.
Blood. Oh,
give me a proper Flash movie, you know, with Captain Cold and Grodd and Mirror Master and the Rogues.
So allegedly, they said like after this Flash movie, like he should not be named, will be recast and everything. We're not giving him.
They want the guy from 1918.
Yeah, because Zaslav don't like the one that we shall not be named, because you know he was totally against the movie, but you know he got outvoted, like, you know. So
yeah, you can kind of just fill it in with your own imagination.
I'm worried about that movie. Apparently that budget is ridiculous. Apparently it's like $300,000. I don't know how they're gonna make that back, but we'll see.
And so, but you know, like I said, I think, you know, I mean, Peter Safran, like, he's the dude with the numbers, like, so, like, you know, he's gonna be able to talk to David Zaslav like in his language on like, hey David, we got a great script. I think this is gonna make the numbers. So like, can you pass it? You feel me? Like, you know, it's like, all right, I trust you and everything.
Yeah.
So that's why James. That's why when like my main man Jacob, he was the one that broke the news first. Of we don't need one Kevin Feige, you got multiple.
Yeah, you don't have a Kevin Feige. You literally just
because Kevin has a unique skill set. Kevin he's a creative guy, but he also knows numbers. That's not everybody. Like most people only do one or both. Like, that's a lot of problems that Hollywood is caused by. It's caused by suits and creatives not understanding the language.
Yeah,
like, it's creative. You start spotting numbers and shit at me. Like, I don't care. Just make the script, and then you have. From the business point of view, like, tell me about this character development shit. Like, I don't care. Like, where's the money? That they don't understand. Like, need someone in the middle there.
See, the old Warner Brothers, Walter Hamada and that crap show over there, like, they didn't understand
great era
of creation or whatever, and that's why you had people like Patty Jenkins complaining. Because like in the first Wonder Woman movie, like Apollo was supposed to like be more demonic like or whatever, but the suit said like, oh no, that'll be too scary for the kids. Oh, please, kids seem worse. Stop it. Like,
You know what kids look at these days? Have you seen some of the things kids look at these days? Like, that kids are going to go see Terrifier. You know what's in Terrifier?
Terrifier is amazing.
Terrifier is nightmare fuel.
what's it called? With David Ayers, like they got rid of all the stuff that he wanted in the first Suicide Squad movie. He even said like it was supposed to talk about the domestic violence part of between him and Harley Quinn, but like they cut all of that out or whatever. Like they said that it wouldn't be appropriate for children. But them shooting guns at me. What is going on? Your logic makes no sense.
Hold on. Wasn't Suicide Squad rated R anyway? It's already on the appropriate for kids.
No, I think they got the PG-13 version and the rated R version or whatever.
Oh yeah, I think. Yeah, the rated R version has the one that has more blood, and they like say a few more curse words. I remember that now.
But still, the guns in general, just like like
Bro, my little cousin, I don't approve of this. My little cousin was watching Deadpool the other day. She's 8.
That's what I'm saying. Them kids don't know what's going on. Like, oh, it's too violent. Like
They just see a red man. They see a red man and tights shooting people, which they already see when they play Fortnite. So what's the difference?
it's like you're saying that okay, so you're saying like shooting somebody in the head is like okay, but you're saying that talking about the evilness of domestic violence isn't. I don't understand your logic, Walter Hamada, but okay, let's just do it your way and everything.
You know what's best, apparently.
Oh,
Not so much.
goodness. It's like you said, it's like the suits can mess you up creatively, bro. Like same thing with the Snyder Cut. I don't even have to go through any
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
like with Suits, it's like this didn't focus as well with our audience. What does that mean? What does that even mean? This didn't focus as well with our audience. We're gonna change it to this. It's like, bro, that's not what I wrote. What are you doing? Like, why are we doing this?
It's like,
like-
if you would have gave us the stuff that we wanted the first time, we wouldn't be dealing with this right now. But since you guys are arrogant and you don't want to listen,
Now you got to dig yourself out of a hole. Find
Yeah.
out yourself.
so that's why I just said, like, once again, Zack Snyder fans, I like Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder's cool. I mean, I think he's an alright guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't attack me. But I'm just saying, I was happy when he won those 2 Oscars and everything. Despite the controversy, I'm happy for him because he went through a lot those years, like losing his daughter, company like making fun of his wife and stuff like that. Like, he had a like what I can see why he didn't want to be with Warner Brothers for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would
You're
never go
dealing-
back. So he's a nicer guy than me. I would never go back after what he did to me. I'd be done, bro.
it's like, you don't make fun of my wife, bro. What is wrong with you? Like, oh man. So, but definitely, hopefully, we get that Batfleck versus Deathstroke movie.
Oh, I need that, man. That show is one of the only people that can challenge Batman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
depending on who you ask, he might be a better fighter. But that's just don't tell him I told you that. Depending on who you ask.
They got.
I'm sorry, Batman fans, but
They go.
Deathstroke is beating Batman up. I'm just saying, there's evidence he's beating him. He's done it.
Darius, I'm hearing your phone buzzing. Like, say, no, Darius, you liar.
And I'm just saying, in some continuities, because you know how DC is with continuity shit, like they reboot that every 10 years. Deathstroke is beating Batman. Yeah, it's like that's just fact.
Sorry, dude. Like, it just is what it is. Like, you're not winning. I don't
It's not because he's a better fighter. 'Cause he's willing to kill. Batman's not.
That Deathstroke versus Batfleck movie. Like, if we get that, I'm be happy. I'm just saying, like, I like the fact that James Gunn is interacting with the fans and just saying, like, yo, what do you guys recommend, or like, what do you guys want? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen to the smart fans though, not the stupid ones. Because stupid
What's up?
fans listen to the smart fans, like for the reason, not the stupid fans. Stupid fans that want. You know who you are out there. The dumb fans. You know who you are.
You know, of course, like the first build-up is gonna be Black Adam versus Superman versus Shazam. That's just
Shazam.
that's gonna be a good one right there. Shoot. RJ, how do you
What are
feel?
we talking about?
How do you feel about like DC?
What are we talking about? Sorry, I've been doing stuff for mom all day. What's up? I'm sorry.
I was
Don't worry
about to
about
say,
it.
like, how you what's your thoughts on like DC actually having a game plan going forward now?
In the words of Superman, hope. It's hopeful. This is what DC needed to have a roadmap with creatives and the property and the IP that they have. Because Warner Brothers and it's like they couldn't afford to release 2 movies this year like that.
That's bad, bro.
That's
That is
bad.
awful.
You're down
That's
bad. So
that's terrible.
I think with Peter Safran and James Gunn, and they said like got like 2 more months, and they'll be good. That is hopeful. Like we'll see what's like we'll get the word I use more clarification. We're getting more clarification, and I just love clarification. Clarification is the best thing in pop culture right now. When you get it, you get it. Like even if you don't like it, you still get it clarified.
Yeah, like that's the worst part. Is like this whole limbo thing. Like, where do we stand? Like, what's happening? Even if I don't like the news, the news came out.
Yeah, like, but the thing is, like, Zaslav, he said, what did he say? He said that there's not gonna be like 4 Batmans. I like that. Just keep it 1 or 2, whatever you want to do. I don't care.
Yeah, it's just like I was saying. It's like I was telling the guys. Like I think, of course, like Robert Pattinson's having his own universe, but I think there's gonna be like one main DCU Batman. Like hey, like this is our Batman. Like now, maybe like I believe Batfleck is still Batfleck or whatever. But like if he doesn't want to come back, that's fine. You just recast. You move the hell on.
I just gotta hear from him his words at this point. Like I'm tired of the articles.
No one knows what Ben Affleck's gonna do except Ben Affleck.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things. Like if he shows up, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm to that point of hey, you show up, I'm happy, bro. Like
put his time in, did a good job. Like, whatever he decides to do.
I like how James, he's been like teasing like what he's gonna do. Like he put like a picture of
Mr. Terrific.
That, but he put a picture of I forgot what it's called.
Lobo.
Not him, but it was a Superman in
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom
Come. Yeah, Kingdom Come.
Put that yesterday. I was like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
If they're doing Kingdom Come, that's a dark story. That is
bro. Yeah. Like if they do that, ooh, buddy.
Kingdom Come, Superman.
And the thing is, you don't have to copy it verbatim, but like if you get it close, you get it close.
Henry Cavill in that Kingdom Come suit.
That Kingdom Come suit is fire.
It is, bro. Like I'm just saying, DC got some. They cooking up something over there, man. Just get.
I'm happy for him. It's like you finally see your kid. You finally see.
I trust the plans. If there's problems, it won't be because the plan's not good. The plan's gonna be good. It's execution. You gotta execute.
Yeah, you gotta execute.
That's gonna be good.
Like Russell Westbrook did a good job executing. Like you gotta execute.
Russell Westbrook. Where's the Russell Westbrook? You have to do a good job executing.
It's like he had averaged a triple double. Also, I'm happy that we're getting. I personally want a movie, but you know what? We gotta start out somewhere. But I'm glad that the Green Lantern's finally getting like.
They need to give that show a budget because the effects need to look good. Because if it doesn't,
I'm glad that they got rid of the first plan, man. Like, oh my goodness! Like what I told you guys the last time, where like they had this Days of Future Past thing working, where like one Green Lantern was like doing the same thing that the other Green Lantern was doing at the present. I was like, no, it doesn't sound good on paper. His show ain't gonna be good on live action. Let's like pretend that we throw those in the archives and let it burn. Like,
this is why it's good to have rewrites because you might write some shit the first time.
It's like Walter Hamada. Walter Hamada was literally gonna put that out, bro. Like,
sometimes you need someone to come and tell you, no, that this isn't good. Try again. You need someone else people to tell you. So I'm glad that they realized that's not the way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you need a second opinion.
I don't think Green Lantern could afford being messed up twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna need James Gunn to take over Green Lantern. I don't really trust anybody else with it. Like, to be honest with you, like,
yeah, Green Lantern is in desperate need of a win.
Especially if you
2011 Green Lantern was so bad it almost didn't like the character. That's how bad that movie was.
That movie's terrible, man. There's
God awful.
There's no good quality of it. There's no saving grace. Like,
how do you make Ryan Reynolds look bad? Make Ryan Reynolds look like,
bro,
awful.
I was 2 minutes in that Green Lantern movie. I was like, oh, I'm out. Like, I'm good. Like, I saw
that in a bootleg DVD. I'm so glad I did.
Hey, luckily I didn't pay for it as a kid because I was like 8 years old or 8 years old when it came out. So
it was on television. It was on television.
I was like 7. I was like, this movie's ass. This is not good.
I didn't feel nothing with this movie.
It's like
the soundtrack was good.
The only good thing that came out of this movie is Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. You know, that's the only good thing that came out of it. Made them two.
Hey, I really like the soundtrack.
At least we got memes out of it. Like, we could make some Green Lantern memes.
The Deadpool joke is the only thing to come out of it. The Deadpool joke made goes bad.
But you know what was the crazy part? If Walter Hamada never got involved, we could have had this was Zack Snyder's vision or whatever. He wanted Jon Stewart, he wanted Kilowog, and he wanted Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern to show up to talk to Batman or whatever. I was like, that was a fire scene right there, bro. Like,
that would have been awesome.
It was awesome.
You had that boy. You had the homie Kilowog too. Like, I love me some Kilowog, bro. Like, Kilowog is the homie, dog.
Walter Hamada got involved, and then Ryan Reynolds was like, "I'm just gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay over here a little bit."
Yeah.
Apparently, they wanted Ryan Reynolds back as Green Lantern, I think it's a cut or like something.
They basically were kind of low key about to confirm the buddy cop movie between Jon Stewart and Ryan Reynolds. I was like, you telling me that could have happened? Hell, man, seriously? Like, okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Walter Hamada.
All right,
now we got Deadpool Wolverine buddy cop instead.
Now that's just better. Come on, let's be honest. That's better. that's better.
Yeah, there's no comparison there.
There's no comparison. Come on, if you
good things and bad things. You can always find one.
Pros and cons.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm excited. You have a plan.
If you're a DC fan, you should be excited. You know, you should be excited, man. You should be excited. So I guess we can go ahead and transition.
Finally,
we're one step away from all 3 major comic book movie studios. We just need one more. There's one more that needs to do some work, and they know who they are. We're not going to name them here, but they know who they are. They're based in Japan. They make PlayStations. Do a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
This company right here, let me say this on a side note. This company just continues to piss me off day in and day out.
Hey, at least we got anime, right?
Listen, we ain't talking about that right now. Listen, this company right here, they do a bunch of other things that's good, but when it comes to handling of the great, arguably the greatest comic book character of all time and his IP in Spider-Man, they just take a bitch and they just don't care. They just say, you know what? We're gonna make Morbius, still TV show, Spider-Woman, Black Cat movie.
Yeah, let's
go. Yeah.
El Muerto.
El Muerto.
Like, who the hell is El Muerto? Who the hell is El Muerto?
What is that movie going to be about? What is El Muerto gonna? He's literally in one comic, and he just wrestles Spider-Man. That's it. What are you going to do in that movie? Have Bad Bunny rap all day? What is going on with this? Oh man.
Yeah. So if you could just follow Warner Brothers' example and sort this shit out, please.
You need a David Zaslav. That's all he is. The person that
That's
just
never gonna happen in Sony though. Because Sony's a Japanese company. They
You guys got Abbey Rad, so
No,
Why did you don't mention his name?
He's not the door now. He just controls all the Sony movies. He don't control the MCU anymore. They got the F out of there, man.
Making jackpot movies and shit. What the hell is jackpot, bro?
MCU movies. Let's go down the Marvel memory lane. Let's talk about something good, okay? Let's talk about something good. A cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
We're gonna
This
talk.
movie surprised the hell out of me. I had no idea.
I say, hey.
Well, I told you, I didn't watch
One
the
of the-
movie for a good 8 months. I'm being serious.
One of the greatest openings of all. I'm gonna go see this movie like 3 times. I was like, this movie came out and I was like,
Guardians of the Galaxy made me like James Gunn again because like I remember James Gunn making the Scooby Doo movies and I'm like James Gunn's doing Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, what is this? Okay, you know what? What the heck? Let me go ahead and watch this and like hey man, that soundtrack, Chris Pratt.
one of the greatest openings of all time.
Well, I mean, put it this way: every movie afterwards has tried to recapture it,
Yeah.
and they fail every time.
I'm sorry, man. When it comes to intros, my man James Gunn is the GOAT, bro. I'm sorry.
I like the Guardians 2 one even more. The Guardians 2 one is a great.
Yeah.
I like the Guardians intro. I love the Peacemaker. Do you really want to taste it?
Even the Suicide Squad, the first team, and they die.
Oh yeah. And remember, like the dude that was next to John Cena, like he's like this. What about your a-holes?
But he's not 100%.
This movie shows the power, I think, of Marvel, where they can take a character no one gave a shit about. No one knew who the hell the Guardians were.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying, man.
If
Like,
you're telling me that you were genuinely a Guardians fan before the movie,
I don't believe it.
unless you're an ultra super nerd who never goes outside, you did not know who the Guardians were.
I didn't know who the Guardians of the Galaxy was. Like, I was taking a big chance in this movie. I'm like, all right, I'm just watching it because of James Gunn. I didn't care about anything else. Like,
And this was at a time where Marvel, they were big, but they couldn't just make stuff about anything people would watch it yet.
Yeah, they
Yep.
took a big risk with Guardians.
This wasn't like now where they can make like Werewolf by Night. And,
I mean,
like,
put it this way: when this movie released, it took me about 8 or 9 months to actually watch it.
it was like, yeah, like,
I didn't watch it when it first came out.
worth the wait.
it's like the soundtrack was good. Like, the characters were good. I mean,
And like this movie's so good that it has like Ronan's a generic ass villain. It doesn't matter. Not the point of the movie.
Because the
Like,
movie's kick ass.
Ronan's not a great villain, but that's not the
You
point.
stand accused.
There's
Well,
so much
you're
about
an
the
arse.
character that
Dance off, bro. You and me.
I mean, literally every movie afterwards.
it is good for world building because we see Thanos for the first time.
Someday, walk together, whatever.
Thanos was cool.
And I freaking love the
Straight
ending
up
of
said-
the movie. Where all
Thanos straight up said, "I will bathe the starways with your blood." I was like, "Damn."
oh yeah,
That
this is the movie that Thanos was showing up or whatever.
Yeah.
that is Infinity Gauntlet Thanos right there. That whole like he's on the throne. He's like, I'm like,
He was being nice. He was being nice in Infinity War. He was being nice in that movie. Like Endgame and Guardians is Thanos.
that was Infinity Gauntlet Thanos right there. That is like that's the Thanos like.
He said, I will bathe the star. He said, I will bathe the starways with your blood. I was like, damn.
You purple bitch.
All right, man, chill.
You gotta remember, Thanos waited until Thor's daddy was not in the sight. He couldn't feel his.
Well, as soon as Odin was
Odin,
out, he was like, you know
The
what? I'm
ancient
pulling back.
one.
He's like,
Ego.
yeah, Thanos was like, oh, Odin ain't Odin is not. Oh, okay, it's time to conquer the universe. Let's go, guys.
Odin, he's like, wait, Odin's dead? Time to beat his son's asses.
You son's
Oh,
ass, man.
yeah, it's time to fill up.
Time to beat up his sons.
You went and got on the ship. He said, man, motherfucker. Bitch.
Because you
Well,
know,
not
Loki,
yet.
I know what it's like to live.
like Loki was giving him like, well, at the time Loki was giving him like some info, like, oh yeah, my father's asleep right now. Really?
I mean,
Cool.
Clearly, the Ronin just kills that guy within about 2 seconds. You know the one that like does that weird stuff to Loki in the first Avengers, and he just really snaps his neck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that dude. And it was creepy. It was like, and it was like speaker or whatever. I'm like, what the hell?
All right, Thanos doesn't even care.
Like all the characters in the movie are good. Like we got Star-Lord, we got Gamora, we got Rocket, and my favorite Guardian, Rocket. That's the dude.
Rocket's the best. Rocket's
Yeah.
the best.
Rest in peace. And
Bro, they made us care for literally a creature, a talking tree that can only say "I am Groot." They made us care about him.
But that I think that I think
Groot's death scene, that got me the first time I watched it. I was like, yo,
We are Groot. I was
We
like,
are.
no.
Vin Diesel's best acting.
I think that's the good thing about James Gunn is like if you're with one of his squads, there's always like an animal character that you're gonna like attach yourself like
King
with
Shark, Groot.
King, freaking Eagly. I think Eagly's the guy.
I think in Guardians and Guardians 3, Cosmo, the dog's gonna be in it. Cosmo, Guardians 3. So like that's gonna be another one. We can about the dog now. Like
Because James Gunn already confirmed. He said like Volume 3 is gonna be one of the emotional movies that he ever
why are we
did.
getting? Come on, Mark. Why are we getting these depressing ass movies? Like we got Forever.
Rocket's gonna die in the next one.
Now we got Guardians 3. Like come on, man. Come on, Marvel. What's depressing ass movies, man?
No
Like,
Way
give
Home
us
was
some-
depressing a little bit.
No, we have Phase. Like why are we getting depressing, man? Like
Say what you want about Phase 4, but it's definitely the most
it's been
sad.
sad as shit.
It's sad as hell, man.
I still know Phase 4.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we can have our opinions on it. I'm just saying that shit's.
So, I mean, we can have our opinions on it, but hey,
It's all about depression and grief and loss and all that fun stuff.
man, it really is a depression phase.
I mean, it kind of makes sense with the world was going on at the time.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is, and I do apologize if I haven't really spoken much. I'm just really freaking sleepy. But you know, the first Guardians of the Galaxy is an anomaly. It shouldn't have been a success, but it was, and it set a trend. Every movie tried to be it. Like, I mean, you remember last night where it's like, I'm putting together a crew. You know, I'm like, where'd you get that from? Like, where'd you come on.
I'm
It was literally lightning in a bottle. Like you're not. It was the first of its kind. Like ragtag. It's not the first of its kind. People had done it, but like the way they did it, like ragtag, like.
Well, you know what?
its own-
I think you could arguably say that James Gunn could turn any character into a goat. To be honest with you,
Yeah. Even it's D-list character that no one cares about. Like.
Yeah.
It made Star-Lord a household name.
Weirdly, he says that he doesn't like doing. He says he likes doing small characters because he can do what he wants to with them. Like, he doesn't like doing like big characters like that.
the fact that he acts like all people, like when he was doing the Suicide Squad. Hey, who's the most sorriest characters in DC? I'm asking everybody. Like, give me some names. Like,
sorry ass characters.
Literally Polka Dot Man. Who the hell is Polka Dot Man? Who the hell is that?
I mean, who is that?
Arm fall off
Who
boy,
is Polka Dot Man, for Christ's sake?
Ratcatcher. Like seriously, like really Ratcatcher.
when you saw the list of characters on paper, you're like, James, what's going on here, bro? Like, who's this? Like,
But, I mean,
It shouldn't work.
The first movie is an anomaly. It shouldn't have worked, and it did. And it's crazy that every movie is trying to replicate it. You know.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it can never be done again. There's only a few MCU movies I think that are like that. Like I think Guardians is like that, and that's really like it. Like it's unique.
Special.
Nothing I can say that's wrong with it.
I mean,
Yeah, it's top 5 MCU.
it's my top 5 MCU. Like,
I
you
mean,
know.
hell, if you're ever feeling sad, put that movie on your cheer up.
Top 5, honestly, top 5 comic book movie, maybe.
Ooh.
I think you can make a case for that.
Like, just based, like, there's not really much. If you want to nitpick, Ronan's not the best villain, but that's not the point.
Yeah, Ronan's very generic, but
He doesn't have to be the best villain.
Kinda,
In fact, that's
He's
kind of a joke.
He's like one of those easy villains. You just end this right now. You gotta keep
Yeah,
the plot going.
James Gunn said that like he wanted Ronan to be like a villain, take himself super seriously because none of the Guardians take themselves seriously. Like that's the joke. He doesn't really fit the movie. That's kind of the point, and it works.
Yeah. Here's that.
So like, yeah, Guardians will probably end up being the best or second best trilogy behind Cap, just because Captain America trilogy is just damn near perfect. But Guardians is in that conversation for sure.
Yeah.
Trilogy. It's between those two and Spider-Man, MCU Spider-Man. I think the best MCU trilogy.
I wouldn't be surprised if anybody says that, you know, Guardians is their favorite one, their favorite trilogy, because, you know,
I'm not
it's
mad at that.
Yeah.
it's something different or whatever. You know, once again, the genius of James Gunn. Like, I know his style is not for everybody, because I know people that don't like
it
James
is
Gunn.
a very acquired taste, but you know, it's like I said before, Taika Waititi is a poor man James Gunn.
Taika's basically James Gunn got up 20 times. That's what he is. He doesn't know when to stop.
Yeah,
It works sometimes, like Jojo Rabbit.
The thing is, the amount of humor that's in a James Gunn movie is a lot. But when he makes you feel, he makes you feel.
Yeah, like
he knows when to pull the string.
Guardians 2 especially, I know it's not about that, but Guardians 2 is very funny, but it's very sad when you look at it. Like Guardians 2 is a sad.
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
Bro.
It's a father theme movie.
that like in Peacemaker, you kind of empathize with his racist daddy a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that you agree with him or anything, but like, damn, bro, like,
He
yo,
lost his kid, man.
it's like, you know, he's a
To
freaking
be fair,
Well, it's his own fault he lost his
It's his
kid.
own fault. I can't empathize with
It's his fault he lost
him. That's your fault.
Yeah.
You made him fight.
That's your fault. I can't empathize with him. I'm sorry.
what Jacob was talking about. It's like you feel for these characters or whatever. Like, you know, like
Like Nebula, dude. She had a hell of a
I get what you're saying. It's like when I watch it, I'm like, Peacemaker's dead. You can die.
from the
I
people.
felt bad for half a second, and I was like, "Wait, you made them fight. This is your fault."
He's like, yeah, you made it.
Hey, what's up,
It's
dude?
your fault. Also, look yourself in the mirror. You made your own sons fight each other. You're sick.
It's like, or sorry for Peacemaker, and that's the reason why he's the reason why he's is the way he is. Same thing with Amanda Waller's daughter or whatever. Like, she's both their parents are evil as hell. Like,
Yeah.
like that's a theme that he likes to use, and it's like we have even in Guardians, you have Gamora. I mean, it's a miracle she's a good person considering who her adopted dad is, and Nebula, and like that's.
On a side note, like John Cena, like I grew like my respect for him grew in Peacemaker. Like,
Yeah, I thought he was a bad actor. I did not think he was a good actor before that.
Like,
Well, it's
when
like
he
I
was,
said, that like what Hobbs is to Dwayne Johnson, Peacemaker is to
when he was like crying and stuff in that show, and he's like, everybody freaking hates me. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for him, bro. Like,
he's just like, kill
when he's like Peacemaker, what a joke. I was like,
me, man.
yo, I felt bad.
yeah.
You still killed Red Flag though, asshole.
yeah.
Asshole.
But he felt bad about it though. Like, most people wouldn't do.
He didn't want to.
I think that if you watch that scene in close context, it was like just a heat of the moment. Like, he didn't. You look at his eyes, like, oh crap, I just killed
He had a
him.
lot of respect for Red Flag. Like, that was a hero to him. Like,
Man, the fact that he talked about Batman too, like,
Batman. Pussy.
he's a man. Bro, he frees murderers.
Man, Guardians of the Galaxy. What an anomaly that movie. What an anomaly.
Yes.
It shouldn't work, but it does. And to be honest, it's one of easily top 10 superhero movies of all time. And you could make a case for top 5.
Yeah,
Goated, man.
it's
You really
goated.
could. You really genuinely could. Like, I mean,
I haven't met a person, even if people don't like James Gunn, I've never met a person that dislikes the first Guardians. I've never met a person that dislikes
taking orders from a rodent.
It's like
Guy who voiced Darth Maul originally, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I liked it. Volume 2. I thought it was all right. Like, number 1. It's always gonna be.
Number
one is,
3 about the Breaker of Hearts, so prepare yourself.
James Gunn even hinted it too. He said, like, yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone. There's one Guardian who survived the.
The only one that didn't die yet will die.
I mean, who's it gonna be?
Rocket's dying. It's happening.
Drax might be gone too. I mean, Thanos is dead. That's Drax's whole mission.
And also, we got to remember this is man. That echo is fucking nuts. There's got. I don't know what the hell it is. There's got to be. We got to remember context here. The whole James Gunn situation with Marvel. Don't be surprised if half of them lot are out. Like, there could be some smoking in this movie.
I think Star-Lord and Gamora are the safe bet to make it out alive, but
Star-Lord, Gamora, and Groot, I think, are safe.
I think they're going to form a new team. So I think what's going to happen, I think the Guardians will be gone, but I think they'll form a new team. So we have Star-Lord, probably Mantis, probably survive. Star-Lord, Mantis, Groot, Gamora, Adam Warlock, maybe Nova. If Nova comes into
I
it.
think that means potentially Nebula, Rocket, and Drax.
Yeah, Nebula's arc is done too. So she might be gone.
yeah, I think her whole arc with her was with Thanos, so that's pretty much done.
All the characters whose arcs are done, are gone. Everyone else we can still.
Petty would just said, like, I'm killing them all. But I doubt he.
James is warning us about this movie. He keeps saying, like,
That's why he's giving us the holiday special. He's giving us the holiday special.
exactly. Like, because
Enjoy the holiday special.
It's fun. Look at it. It's fun. I'm gonna kill him. Do it.
Guardians 3 is gonna. When does it come out? Like in May?
Yeah. After that, man.
That's gonna be sad, dude.
Guardians holiday specials this week.
Yeah.
Yes, this Friday. Good Black Friday. So after you buy your plasma TV, watch it.
Yeah, bitch.
Watch it on your plasma TV. I don't know.
Watch it on your TV, television set, and enjoy it while you can. While you can, get
These
ready
guys
for.
I can say that the Guardians soundtrack is like number 3 overall for me. Whatever my Marvel soundtracks, because of course I have to give it to Black Panther. I didn't care for the first movie as much. Like, I think it's hashtag
Black Panther. The
Panther.
soundtrack hit though. That soundtrack.
That soundtrack hit, bro. Then I have to give Black Panther. That's the only thing I liked about Black Panther 2. I love that soundtrack. Kendrick Lamar came out again. I was like, yo, this boy Kendrick, why are you doing this, man? And then you got to give it to Guardians 3.
The stars.
All the stars. Oh,
Oh, man.
and then they had Rihanna in the new one. I was like, yo.
We gonna be all right. No, we gonna be all right. No, cry. I like.
But you already know the black movies. Blade. When Blade, that's not a soundtrack.
That's gonna have a soundtrack.
All the
Right
black
there.
movies have the best soundtrack.
That's gonna have a soundtrack.
Guardians might be down to number 3. If they get Kendrick Lamar, on the Blade, I don't know, man. Like,
You know what the rumors are that Blade is set in New Orleans? You gotta get it.
You might get a little paint on there, bro. Like if it's
It's a vampire.
you might get
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot blade.
8 foot blade.
8
might
foot blade.
might get Kevin. They might get Kevin Gates on there, bro.
I have a question.
Yeah.
No. Anyway.
What the hell is that? Oh, never
I
mind.
forgot what my question was now. Oh, carry on.
No. What's your question?
No, I've actually forgotten it. It's gone from my. I have no idea what it was. I was
How
going to ask.
the hell did you forget it that fast?
Yeah, you know when the Miles movie comes out,
Oh, that's not.
Biggie-
That's fine. That's,
Biggie Smalls, Brooklyn.
that's what I'm supposed to.
You know,
Never
you
mind.
put
I'm not.
Biggie
You
in
know what I
there.
mean? Fill in the blanks.
Sorry, dude. Like you just know. Sorry. Like I have to say, like when it comes to black superhero movies, the soundtrack is gonna be like slapping, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Cyborg,
I mean, you ain't
Cyborg
wrong.
gets
I mean,
movie, you already know.
Kings of Pop Culture, as great as it is, what makes it work isn't just the sexy white dude. You know, is we've got a whole great multicultural experience here. You know that's
You know
what
what
makes.
might have a good soundtrack, low-key? Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, that's gonna have a fucking hardcore.
Oh, yeah, my sound. Get the dudes that did Fast Five, and they'll be.
Selena.
Selena there, do
Palomera.
And you get that one in there.
Yeah,
Fucking oatmeal.
Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Guardians
Movie's
1.
good, though. Please.
For Sholo's sake, please,
What the hell?
please, don't ruin Sholo's career. Don't ruin Sholo's career.
Don't ruin Sholo's career.
Just filmed in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Yeah, which that was scary. I don't know why they did that. They could've
Can't
put
wait
something-
for it, man. Can't wait for to see how he does in Blue Beetle.
Yeah. I'm happy for him. Like he like
deserves it.
he's getting out of Cobra Kai roots. He's going on the big screen or whatever.
Hopefully, some of the others can follow suit.
Yeah,
It's come a long
Tanner,
way.
Robin, and Matt.
Tanner for Robin, I will never stop pushing this agenda. Make it happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing that agenda every week.
I'm gonna shove that agenda right in your face.
Stop shoving your agenda down our throat. Well, I want.
I'm gonna keep doing it until it happens. Sorry.
Oh man.
Keep your politics out of it. Well, I'm choosing not to.
My politics are Tanner is Robin. That's my politics.
Yeah, we're trying to make this happen.
We're gonna make Robin great again, man. We gotta put him in the Matt Reeves universe, and you know he's gonna be Dick Grayson.
Put him in the Matt Reeves, please. Put him in the Matt Reeves.
Oh man.
He wants to do it.
He wants to do
He
it.
wants to do it. He can do a lot of his own stunts. It's made. It's made to happen.
Give him the Henry Cavill treatment. Like he wants to be Superman. He's born to play Superman. Everybody wants him to be Superman. Women love him. Guys want to be like him. Give him the role already. Like
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what Feige did with Blade. Like Marshall Ali wanted to play Blade, plays Blade. Sometimes
Yeah, please, with a packet of crisps.
like the obvious choice is the right one.
this is the right one. Stop playing around. Give them people the role.
Do it.
Stop overcomplicating it. Not complicate it.
Not overcomplicating it.
Your tryouts. Just give him the role.
Just give him the
We
role.
want to try to get an unknown actor. Tanner's basically unknown. I mean,
Yeah,
Cobra Kai's kind of a big show,
Go
but
from Cobra Kai. Like
in the grand scheme of things, like
you either get him as that or you get him as Harry Osborn. Like I'm good to do it.
I need one of these two things to happen.
What do you think that? Yeah, have two white boys fight the person there. No.
That's realistic. That's what happened.
He said it. He said it.
I'm joking. It's a joke, people. Joking.
Joke.
I'm joking.
I'm black. I can make that joke. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I'll just be an observer, from afar.
We took over the stream.
The revolution.
Televised.
Black Power. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, you're damn right. Black power. Sing it louder. Sing it louder. Sing it louder. Sing it louder. Let them know. Let them know.
What the hell?
Get out of my stream. Get out of my stream. I'm taking over this shit. I'm joking. We're all for one and one for all. Oh, look at you. I caught you sticking the middle fingers up at me there. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, sir? OMG. No way is this true. Oh,
Wait.
say it isn't so.
Wait a minute, is it him?
What's up?
Oh, bro. Get him out
You-
of here. Get him out of here.
No.
You get out.
No.
Get out. Say it, actually, you know what? There's only. You know what? This is it. There you go. This is it.
I had to get you. I had to. I was like, who do I come in as?
Oh, you built that up well. Fair play, sir. You built that up well. Oh,
That was a
God.
low blow. Sorry,
Get
boys.
everything in that.
That
You horrible.
that
That
is
echo
blasphemy.
Mad.
You were wrong. That is.
Jesus, that echo. Right. Hold on. I can't go on any longer. I'm sorry. That echo is fucking up my ears. Where is that coming from? Let's end this now.
Okay, so I was watching the stream before this. Great stream, by the way, and I was wondering who is the culprit of
That echo is really loud. Like it's
I just
loud.
put this out, bro.
Right, King, is your TV on at all?
It's not on.
It's coming from your end. There's something on your end that's making the echo. Look, it's not. Look. If I remove RJ, it's not RJ. If
I
I
don't
remove,
hear on your guys' end.
We testing. 1, 2, 3.
still there. If I remove Danny, did it the wrong way around there on purpose.
Wrong black.
Sorry, Darius. I know you told me not to do that. If I remove Cody, well, it can't be Cody. It's happened before. But
It's Danny.
I don't know what it. I have no idea what it is, but it's coming from you. It's coming from your end, sir. I have no clue. What it is.
I don't know what it is.
Look, watch.
Why does it stop?
I don't know. I have no idea what it is. Is there like is there like a tab open on your computer at all? Or
I mean, I got a couple of tabs open.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, so do I, but I'm not echoing.
That
Is
shouldn't
one
even
of
matter.
Is one of them the stream?
Just this one.
That's strange. I don't know why it's echoing mad.
I think it's.
It is.
I
It
think
is.
it's-
Like,
I think
this
it's
is a
StreamYard.
word.
I don't
Like, it
think
is
it's like
loud.
anything on
It is.
I think it's StreamYard. Like
StreamYard might just be.
Yeah, it could just be stream. It could just be StreamYard pissing around.
yeah, I think
I
it's.
don't like.
Is it you, sir?
No.
It's been going on before.
My pranks
Is
are
it
done.
you?
I muted my mic, my mic, so you know it's not me.
You know what, King? It's probably RJ's fault anyway.
Oh, blame the handsome light skin. Okay, I see how this is.
So you didn't want to say blame the you couldn't pull the blame the. You know what I'm trying to go for because there's two others. You
Colorism.
Yeah. What?
Oh no! It went away.
It's
I was
over.
about to snipe you.
Yeah, well, you can't.
You know, I'm gonna leave it on you a little bit longer. So back to where we were at. What were we discussing just beforehand?
I don't even remember.
I was
Black
gonna
Belt.
transition to Wakanda forever, but
Yes, we can do that. We can do that. Now, I haven't actually seen it, so I'm going
Moron.
to go off
No
camera and
spoilers.
mute. So you guys can talk spoilers and all that jazz. Just let me know when you're finished, and then I'll be back in. So yes, the revolution will not be televised. You're taking over. You're taking control.
We're
Yeah.
here to take part. We're here to take over.
Let's see if I get a good background. A good one.
Wakanda.
Let's honor Mr. Bozeman.
Oh Christ Almighty!
Make it right, Rick.
We have to make it right.
They didn't make it right last night.
God, I still need to watch that and all. Let me put. Where is it?
Oh yeah, that ended. I forgot. That's kind of sad. I forgot about that. Damn.
What?
I forgot. I watched the Walking Dead ending.
that
Wait,
makes sense.
Frank, who's got the weird sound in the mic?
Okay. Right. Gentlemen, I'll let you start with Wakanda Forever. I'm going to just go on mute. So I
See you on
can't
the other side, sir.
So I can't hear you. There we go. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So I can only see you. I can't hear you.
That, you know what that means? That means we got to talk about
King,
Jake.
RJ, Darius, Cody, whoever wants to kick off the Wakanda Forever segment.
Who wants to go first?
I'll
Yep.
go first.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go first.
And right, I can't hear you, so I'm literally going off of what you're saying.
I'll go first. Now, this movie, obviously, we all know that the great Chadwick Boseman passed away,
I have
and
no idea what you said.
so basically, going into this, I went in not wanting to go in like just being critical of the movie automatically, because you have to put that aside because they had to change the whole film around because of Chadwick's passing, and there was like a lot of wait, what?
Oh, I caught it when he said, like, I caught what he said. Still haven't finished.
All right.
All right.
All right then. Now the stream has just begun. So there was like a lot of controversy going into this film about like,
Don't let black folks have nothing.
exactly. Ain't that not a bitch? Anyway, Darius, I love how you just said that like a classic black dude. Well, hell, nothing.
Jesus Christ.
I channeled my grandpa, bro. I had to do it.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
I just want to say, in my absence, can we please refrain from certain language?
What do you mean?
Looking at you, RJ.
What I do?
He can't hear us. Never mind. Keep going.
Just can you just stop interrupting, please? Thank you. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so there's many people that, and I'm gonna call it out. People that wanted to recast T'Challa movement, they wanted that to happen, and there was already some people being negative about the movie, and I just feel like before I even like get my thoughts on the film, I feel like people went to this movie they were acting like Chadwick was there in the movie, and they didn't put that aside and say you have to like, judge it for what it is. And they're like, "Go T'Challa." They could have recast it. They weren't going to. They told you that a year ago. Move on. All right. You have to understand that when you can't recast a character like that, and I just feel like they did the best that they could. Ryan Coogler, to me, wrote a beautiful story, and he set up a future for Wakanda and not even just that, but for Black Panther. But as far as the film goes, I thought they did the best they could. Is it better than the first? No, for the simple fact that they don't have T'Challa. It can't be better than the first. You don't have the Black Panther himself. So of course it's not going to be better than the first. That's not what this movie was trying to do. It was trying to have it was basically like Furious 7, right? Not trying to be better than the last one because we lost the star. So we just have to make it for what it is and just have a good send-off. And that's what I appreciate about it. I got what I wanted. It was a good send-off. It was emotional. They explained it well. They did the best they could. And that's really pretty much all I can say without getting the spoilers. And I just feel like people are just they're not. When they look at this movie and I get it, like you want to cast, but like I just feel like there's not understanding there that this wasn't the normal Marvel cast. Like these people like cared about Chadwick. Imagine like, you work with someone on a film and build a rapport with them, and then that person passed away, and people are like, recast. Like, there's two mindsets. You don't want to recast because that's your boy. Like, you just that he couldn't see anybody replacing Chadwick. So I feel like people are not understanding. Like, people are calling Ryan Coogler a sellout. I feel like that's ridiculous. You're an idiot. You keep like saying that he did this. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but this whole this movie, I've never been so pissed off about a film, like the reception about a movie. They're shaming a director who's been nothing but treated this universe fair, and wanted the fact that he came back to do it. They just said, "I can't do it." Like, that speaks volumes to Ryan's character, and I feel like people are missing. I just feel like disrespectful to him. How they're just calling these people and stuff. Oh, the character should live on. That's not what it's about. Like, it's just about making a movie best for like how can you move on and make a story that you want the main character. And I feel like there's no other way they could have done it. But I'll pass it over so you guys can take it. I'm about to get pissed off. So you guys can go ahead.
I'm gonna have to echo a lot of those sentiments. Like, this movie, context, never should have been made. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way. It had everything going against it. You lose your star in the franchise, who was not just a star of this franchise. They were setting T'Challa up to be like one of the pillars of the MCU going forward. Like, he was gonna be like that guy. It was
Illuminati, like all that stuff.
It would be him and Spider-Man and Strange and probably Captain Marvel. Like, that was gonna be the crew going forward.
That was gonna be the crew, yeah.
And it obviously, tragically, we lost him. And the script was done. Like, go. That's why I recommend everyone, if you're interested in this, go. There's a podcast on Spotify about it. Ryan Coogler sits down with Ta-Nehisi Coates, and he talked about it. Like, he talks about like how it happened. Like, the script was done. He was gonna send it to Chadwick, and they were gonna start production. Chadwick was sick, and he was like really tired, and he couldn't. He was tired. Like, read the script really bad. It was like life, and Ryan didn't know. Yeah, he was sick. Next thing he knew, Chad was gone. Yeah, and he had to rewrite the script. After they took their break, it happened, and it's like I was going into this movie with all that in mind. So, like, I didn't want to be too harsh on it. Even without all that said, I believe it's on its own. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most emotional MCU movie by far, I think. Like, the performances throughout, like the writing, the way they handle, like, just on a personal note, I have an aunt who lost someone, like my cousin, too young. And the way, like, they portray that and what that does to a family is spot on. Like, especially like Black communities, like when you don't have the male figure around anymore, like they knock it out of the park in depicting that. Like, all the characters are great. The thing I was most concerned about, like, are you gonna sell me on? Like, you have to sell me on that. And they did. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, I thought it was
going to.
I thought it was executed well. Like,
she has one of the better arcs recently, in my opinion, and she was great. Angela Bassett. Oh my God!
You give her Oscar.
She does not get her Oscar now. Give her Oscar. Give her her damn Oscar, bro.
Like, I'll just say this: Angela Bassett was only the best part about this movie. I personally didn't. I'm gonna let Darius finish up.
Like, and Namor is that guy, bro. I'm sorry, Namor is
Namor
smoke.
He
It
wanted
was
all.
like, he's like, he's
He didn't care.
one of those villains that says, "Yo, I'm gonna do this. If you don't do this, he actually means it because he did it. He told you exactly what he was gonna do, and
And he did
he
it.
did it. You have to stop him.
I like villains like that.
He's doing it. Do it. Like, and to me, he can't. I know, like, not his background is different, the comic name or whatever. I don't care about like the way he acts, like the arrogance, like the way he's like the way he's super arrogant, all about protecting his people. How are you better Black Adam than Black Adam? That's my question.
Yeah.
That's my. And Baku was great in this. Like, I'm glad they gave him more to do. Baku's so, that man's hilarious.
Yeah, N'Baku was the other one.
Fuck that dude.
You bald-headed demon.
You bald-headed demon.
But one more thing though, but I want to say this.
Oh, cool, con.
Never in my life going into a movie, I've never like this was the definition of fan entitlement. When you're calling this man Ryan Coogler a sellout, but he rewrote the script and still made a movie and he didn't even have to, and he wasn't emotional, like he wasn't emotionally there to make this movie, and he's even admitted this. And you call him a sellout, you can't win with these people. And I just feel like that's ridiculous. Like I feel like Ryan Coogler should just get all the credit in the world for just coming back and
he treats his characters in his world with so much respect. That's what I admire about like as a writer, like to go from like Love and Thunder, which is like credit to you if you like that movie. I'm not saying you're wrong, but people who like you got Taika who's like actively mocking his own character, making them like idiots and kind of making fun of mythology. Like you go from that to you have like, Ryan Coogler who treats like obviously African culture with respect. You got him treating like in Mesoamerican culture with respect. That's refreshing. Like this movie takes itself seriously, and I like that. Like if they had made the death of T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, and Joe, that would have been awful. But that would have been the worst thing they could possibly do. I'm glad they didn't do that. Like there are points in this movie where they didn't make me cry. A couple of times I got close, especially the end, like the mid credits. If you know, you know. But
yeah, I cried with that scene.
It was beautifully handled. Great tribute to Chadwick. Great story on its own. Like it's some deep stuff in this movie. Like, about talking about like how minorities always end up fighting each other. We don't need to be doing that. We don't need to be doing that at all. Way more in common. People in general have way more in common that divides us, but this movie shows that like we need to stop fighting and just unite.
That's what I like about it. That theme of the movie. Oh, I love the theme of this movie. I love the theme. It's so good.
And then like it does it's its own story, but it does some world building for the MCU. Like stuff's starting to make sense now, especially with the political side of the MCU.
Yeah,
like there's
it's about to get real serious in the MCU. Like it's about to be some war on Earth.
Keep your eye on Secret Invasion, Thunderbolts, Cap 4, Armor Wars. Like there's gonna be some serious stuff about to go down. Like if you know, you know. But let's see what else. Pretty good action. Fight's pretty brutal. Like I was surprisingly brutal. I was some blood. Where was this MCU all this time? But yeah, like great movie. Don't compare it to the first one. It's just not fair. Like you can't do that. Like they don't have their star. They did the best they could, and I think they knocked it. I think Ryan Coogler knocked it out of the park. Give the man whatever he wants. Give him Secret Awards if he wants. Yeah. That's all I got.
My next.
I don't know where the hell everyone else went. Yeah.
I guess I'll go next. Whatever. Now in my opinion, this is just strictly off of my opinion. I think this movie should have been a Disney Plus series, in my opinion. because I felt the 2 hours. Like I just
That's fair.
to me, it just 2 hours and 40 minutes for this movie without your main character. Just my opinion. I just wasn't feeling it or whatever. As far as like the acting wise, everybody acting wise, I had no problem with. It was more of like the cultural aspects that I did not like more per se. Cause like there's one. Are we talking spoilers or non-spoilers?
Well, Jacob's on mute, so we can't hear it. I guess.
Okay. So spoiler wise, like at the end, like me personally, like I didn't like the fact that like T'Challa had a son and he was in a different country. Like I couldn't get with that because like going like based off of some stereotypes in like certain communities. There ain't no father figures around, and I'm just saying like that's not T'Challa, dude. Like T'Challa would not do that, my guy. Like I don't believe it at all. Like his son would be there in the kingdom, bro. Like, because I'll put it this way. Now, what if T'Challa had a daughter? You know how many people would have been on that, like, been on Ryan Coogler on that? Like, he would not show him no mercy if that would have happened. I'm just saying. But that's just like one of my things is what I didn't really like about this movie was it's like they were missing a lot of the fatherhood moments of what I loved about the first Black Panther. What made it watchable for me, at least, or whatever. It's like I just felt like they got rid of because like I understand that the women are strong in Wakanda, but like this would have been like, in my opinion, they could have had the men step up a little bit more to help out the women out, the woman element up a little bit more or whatever. Because there's some parts in the movie where I feel like especially like when it got to the end game fight or whatever, it kind of like when I seen the Wakandans getting whooped by the Atlantean, man, can't say Atlanteans or whatever, fish people or whatever. y'all give me or whatever, but y'all give me, but because like once again, I had no problem them taking down the U.S. government. I had no problem them taking on Thanos's thing, but Thanos's people. But you telling me that these are the same Wakandans getting beaten up by these fish people with fucking spears and shit? I don't believe it. Like,
well,
to be fair, they all are super strong. Like they're like,
yeah,
they get the shot in the face and the head, and they're like not.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, ain't no damn way the Wakandans were smart enough to get them dudes on land and everything. Like, I don't know. It's just like that was like a big inconsistent with me. Like, these are highly intelligent people and everything. I don't believe for 1 second that these fish people are beating up Wakanda. I don't believe it.
Okay, the Wakandans are like, not all of them are like super intelligent. Like they're intelligent in fighting and combat, but like they're not like Shuri or T'Challa. Like Shuri or T'Challa with it.
No offense, I just didn't believe Shuri as the Black Panther. I think, in my opinion, like, now y'all already know me. I don't like tokenization. But if we're gonna tokenize and everything, if we're gonna put a female in that Black Panther suit, I think Mama T'Challa should have went in it, man. I think Angela Bassett should have been the Black Panther.
Honestly, I would believe that. Ask me, I would prefer that. But
I'm sorry, bro, because the thing is, by their logic, and the MCU has stated this, like, Namor is stronger than the Hulk and Thor. Yeah. Shuri just beat up Namor and everything. And
to be fair, Black Panther can't beat Namor either. Like T'Challa can't beat him either.
I'm just saying, like, that's where that inconsistent thing come in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. Like,
They explain,
I get it.
It's
that's
like
why she had to give him to the she had to give him to the desert because she can't, as long as if he's dehydrated, like you have to.
That probably hold on. That probably would have been the same thing if T'Challa was in the movie. Like if it probably would have been the same.
Yeah,
thing.
T'Challa, like people said, T'Challa should have fought. T'Challa can't fuck with Namor either. Like Namor beat T'Challa's ass.
Namor would give T'Challa like a hell of a fight. And another thing, and this is just personally for me, and why I didn't really like the movie. I didn't like the disease thing. It was just too on the nose, especially what's going on in the world and everything. If you know, you fucking know and everything. But the way I would have done it is like you just put T'Challa back in the suit one more time. Like have him go out like in an actual like combat type of situation. I didn't like
But then like how would they explain that though? Like who kills him per se?
like you can have him fight like one of the fish people or whatever, and he got tagged or whatever.
But that's an inconsistency though, because
Inconsistent or whatever. Like
come
come
on. You can tell me like the regular
you,
ones.
I think
No,
Disney learned their lesson about this.
like you know how with Blaze of Glory, you know what I'm saying?
The Leia, I think Disney learned a lesson from the CGI shit after the Leia thing. They don't want to do that anymore.
Because I'm just saying, it's like, just don't get me wrong. I was part of don't recast T'Challa, but like now that I saw it on the screen, I'm like, you know what? I might be wrong on this one, but I think they should have at least they have just have him in the suit one more time. And
but that's the thing, though. We're only saying it. I'm not getting on you. What I'm saying, but people are only saying this after the fact, like after the movie's over. And I'm not towards you or anything, but people are like saying, okay, they should have recast it. Yeah, they should. I mean, you're only saying it because we don't have it in the movie. And yes, I agree. This movie, there are plenty of scenes where I'm like, yeah, we're missing Chadwick. Like, I mean, it's there. Yeah. It's there naturally. But like,
that's why I'm just saying it's like
after the movie's over.
For me, I just because the thing was, I was not I was going up in this movie I wasn't expecting anything. I was like, I just said okay, whatever happens or whatever. I ain't tripping, but to me and everything, it was just not my cup of tea or whatever. I don't think this movie's that great or whatever. I think it was just way too long. I think it should have been a Disney Plus series or whatever, in my opinion. That's just me or whatever. I'm sorry, dude. I built the time, my guy. My rule, I have one rule and one rule only. If I pick up my phone in the middle of your movie, you lost me. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I liked it. I loved Angela Bassett in this movie. Now, they were wrong for killing off the queen like that. They didn't need to do that, bro. I get it, bro. It's I get it. You make me feel sorry for Shuri. I get it, but I just, like I said, Shuri's cool, but to me, I didn't feel her, dude. I didn't care for her or anything like that. I liked the N'Baku. I think he was cool, and I liked it, and I love the Queen. And one more thing, and this was the main thing that kind of just I love as much as I love Killmonger or whatever, I love the fact that he came back. But you kind of just proved some of us right about him being more Black Panther than the actual Black Panther, in my opinion, or whatever. I think, in my opinion, you could, instead of having Killmonger talk to Shuri, it would have been a really nice moment, because we never seen it. If she would have talked to King Chaka, her dad, or whatever, about the situation.
Ooh, okay. That
it's if you couldn't, because look, to me, this is why I said Killmonger is not a good idea. Because one, Killmonger still hates Wakanda, even in the spirit world. Two, he doesn't care about Shuri's life. And another one, Killmonger, he only had like 2 days of experience of leading the country, whereas King Chaka had like years of experience. And we never seen him talk to his daughter at all, bro. And that's just how I felt. I just said like you.
That's fair.
Like
That's
you're
fair.
like that's
The
what
Killmonger-
that's what
because
made
he
the
felt-
Black Panther really great in my opinion. Like, you know, like that's what made it watchable for me. It's like I love the father aspect of Black Panther, and it was just a lot of it missing or whatever. And that's just me and everything. It's not my. I'm planning on never to rewatch the movie. It was just way too long. I think it could have been like a Disney Plus series, and I probably would have been better. I think the Queen should have been either the Queen or Michonne should have been the new Black Panther, in my opinion. Or you getting N'Baku to do it, but that's just me and everything. Like, you know, I wasn't trying to go in this movie hating, wasn't having like big expectations or what they got or whatever. But to me, it was just not my cup of tea for Phase 4 or whatever. It's like, you know.
So like,
Like-
okay, so I heard you say like you didn't like the whole thing with his son, like you didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that like he had him sent to Haiti, bro. Especially Haiti, man. Like, you know, could have went to a better island, in my opinion. Like, you know, you got Jamaica, you got Trinidad, you got Puerto Rico, whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
I get there was a meeting in some meeting, like
Because
I didn't catch it the first time because Haiti, you know, like Haiti's
it's poor as
the
fuck.
one place where they overthrew the slave masters.
That's true and all that, but
That's
so
why
looking
they
at
did that.
like, you know, I know T'Challa wouldn't like send his son over there, like he would like have him in the kingdom, like,
well,
you
but
know.
also you get the factor in Nakia, like she was doing some Haiti stuff and like she went away, like goes around like other African countries. And, like,
But dude,
Yeah, she's a.
but you're kind of like glorifying like the single father baby daddy thing. That's just the thing that I personally didn't like or whatever. Like, you know,
I disagree with that.
Well, like he was in his son's life. Like he raised him. Like he did
But
like
like you're not gonna put him in like the actual kingdom where he's actually protected, where he has the resources. I don't believe T'Challa will ever do that. Like, no, like he's a prince or whatever. Because I guarantee you, I'm telling you what happened. This movie would be totally different if the son was a girl and everything. I'm telling you the truth. It's like like Ryan Coogler would not get these ups and everything. Like if he would have had a daughter, put her in freaking Haiti, it's a different result and everything. Like totally different result. You getting cussed out. That's what's going to happen and everything.
I mean, he's getting cussed out in general.
He's getting cussed out in general, but I'm just saying, like, as far as because if he would have had his daughter, I mean, let's just say T'Challa had a daughter, they would have called T'Challa a bad father and everything. They would have straight up said like, "Oh, why you putting your daughter like in a different country? Like she could be protected and stuff like that." I'm just saying the same
The
thing.
thing is, like, you have to factor in like Snap and all this too. You probably got Nakia pregnant before the Snap happened, like before Infinity War, and
that's
then
what they said.
yeah, like he
The
was
story is they at some point they made a reveal,
yeah.
and then Thanos came. She found out she's pregnant while T'Challa's gone, so he doesn't even know about it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Because they said that, right?
But then
Yeah,
they
and he comes back and he has you have a son, and it's like, wait, what? And then sounds like he has a son.
he would have like brought them back over. Like she would have been like the queen of Wakanda. Like I don't believe this.
Well,
Personally, Nakia doesn't want to be queen. That's another thing.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, at least have your son. At least have, like, especially me. Hey, I don't want to be over here, Dad. You have me as freaking royalty, okay? Like we ain't doing this. I don't do flies.
I mean, I get it, but it's like I just feel like even if like T'Challa was gone, so it was up in Nakia's control anyway. And it did kind of explain like why, because let's be honest, Wakanda would be pressuring him to be like one day. Like let's be honest, they do this all the time. Like it's and
Or
I
like-
get it, like you wouldn't let him
like in any royalty, like sooner or later, like you know, you have Shuri at the standing Black Panther. Once the prince is old enough, he takes up the mantle. Of course, he has to battle for the throne, just like
That's
everybody
gonna
else.
happen. That's gonna happen anyway, though.
Yeah, that's happening. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if I'm his son, Dad, hey, why the hell am I over here? I want to be in royalty with big booty women and everything, and like,
You got that in 82.
I ain't trying to play on these like no. I got big booty African women serving me grapes and freaking like massaging my feet. Yeah, man. Like nah, daddy, nah, I don't believe it. Nah, man, nah.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with this thing personally.
I mean, that's fine. Like you don't have to agree with me, but that's just
I do get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. I get
But,
it.
like, to me, it's a way of satisfying both sides. Recast T'Challa people. You have a new T'Challa. He's probably gonna do all the things that T'Challa didn't get to do. He's probably gonna marry Storm and all that stuff is probably gonna happen.
That's happening. He's married. That's happening. They're gonna age him up.
Because for all you say he's too young, Kang is probably gonna do some BS and age.
because like the thing is this: is that you can also like once the prince is old enough, or like say, because once again, the Wakandans are some of the most smartest motherfuckers of all time. Like they can literally make a suit to where they can age up the freaking prince, and like once he takes the suit off, he just goes back to normal.
You got Kang. Kang can literally be like, yo, Kang could, after Secret Wars, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Or hell, I mean, the young prince could go. I don't recommend it. He could go to fucking Doctor Doom for all we know and everything. He could help them out. Of course, he's gonna want something in return, but you get what I'm saying. He got options around here. Like, but,
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm glad they did not put a lot of Doom stuff in this movie. I don't care if that's enough for it.
Yeah.
It would not fit this movie.
it would like honestly, it would not look good if like Doom was sitting in the shadows and you have a bunch of black and brown people.
Yeah, you get a white dude. Think about it like this: you have a white dude making black people and Hispanic people fight. That's what that would be.
That's what I'm saying. Like because allegedly he was supposed to be in there, and then like they probably told like, "Yo, Ryan, you probably want to pull that out." Like, why and everything? Well, just see it as, oh no, I'm good. Like,
Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, I would have been like, especially with the way it was been really weird. Just save that for Fantastic Four.
and then it just like,
Yeah, I'm willing to don't fit with anything. That's why it's great.
like once again, because I don't know, dude. Just for me, this is just me, and like we all speak for ourselves. I don't think Wakanda Forever is all that great, whatever. But these guys, these brilliant men that are right here, they think it's amazing or whatever. I personally don't see it, but hey, it is what it is. What are we gonna do about it?
Different takes for different shit.
I'm just saying, Prince T'Challa wanted to see them big booty black women, like when he was going.
I hope he marries Storm. I hope he does.
Oh, that's happening. That's happening for sure.
That's gonna happen.
They're gonna age him up. What's gonna happen is Secret Wars, the King Dynasty.
You never told me about this.
Oh, Rural Monroe.
Oh man,
He'll marry Storm.
he has to marry. He'll most likely marry Storm.
Wow, chicka, wow.
But then again, Storm got you better hope Wolverine doesn't get the Storm.
Wolverine needs to get his own damn girl. Stop trying to take everyone else's.
Honestly, I second that. He does. I love Wolverine, but get your own.
He just likes to try to take people's girls, bro. Like, bro.
All right, are we done with the topic? So we can get
Yeah, we're done. Jacob, Strike, white boys, you guys come back.
Also, I gotta say it. That siren song was scary as hell.
Oh yeah, that score.
That was scary, bro. That beginning of the movie is that was scary.
I was getting creeped out.
I was like, this is why I don't fuck with boats. This is why I don't like going on boats. Like, nah.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm not getting on the boat anytime soon. Nope.
If I hear that on the boat, yeah,
It's over with.
Also, Riri, she was cool. That was cool.
I like Riri.
Cool.
I think Riri was just the MacGuffin. It's like, I mean, I don't care if she's in it or not or whatever. So
He was funny.
I think
That ashy bald head.
it's like I'll put it like this way. She reminds me of America Chavez. Like they're just there. I don't hate the kid.
He did a little bit more.
They should. I would have been okay with if she wasn't in the movie. Like that's.
Yeah, she didn't have to be in the movie, but she was. Cool.
I'm also looking at the actor. Like she was good in the role.
It's like
She's a good actress. Watch her in Black Messiah.
She was good in that.
I did not care if she was in this movie or not. Like, you know.
Yeah.
He's alive. Jacob, you can come back.
Jacob, get your bitch ass back.
Done with the spoilers. Everyone dies.
Done with the
Everyone
spoilers,
dies.
and the echo is still there. How was the conversation?
Good.
Okay, I only heard one part, and it was about big booty women feeding me grapes. And now I'm in the
I mean,
movie.
there's a
Red
lot
grapes.
of those in this movie. I mean, it is.
Okay, hopefully the words were kept in
Big
line
booty.
with the YouTube regulations.
Yeah. Also,
Just
I gotta
big
say,
booty women. That was it.
Akia in this movie.
Fine.
Spoilers.
No spoilers.
Well, no spoilers. That's fact.
Now, moving swiftly on to the final topic.
Cody
of
knows
this
what I'm talking about.
stream. Go ahead,
Hey.
Tig, read out the final topic.
All night.
Okay, guys. All right. This is the second part of this
Fucking Jesus.
this who should win the so we talked about the legacy characters winning like a couple weeks ago. Now we're going to talk about why should either Miguel win, Eli win, Dimitri, maybe Sean if he shows up, put him in a gi, and then you got Tori winning the girls bracket. So you can talk. Let's talk. Whatever. I don't know.
Okay, well, you know what? As it's Cobra Kai, I think Cody, my brother. No, not you, RJ. Not you.
No, but I was just
For once, this isn't about you. I think
Okay,
Cody,
This is about me and my career.
we should start with you,
Get that
sir.
MJ
And also, can we all raise a toast to this man? He's hit 8. That echo is nuts. 8K right here. This man, 8K. Raise a
Thank you,
toast,
brother.
everybody.
Let's go.
8K special.
from my wife.
There we go. Sound like RJ's call.
Yeah.
Sorry, RJ, I had to take a shot. But yeah, what was I going to say? You mean fix that? I haven't been here for the last half hour.
Put some soap on it.
Yeah. Anyway, you know, oh, Jesus, gotta be careful what I do there. Right, so let's just put this in context. Like I said last week, if Miguel wins, I'm not going to be mad. Okay, the thing is, when I said Robbie should win, I'm talking from a symbolic standpoint. It makes sense. If Miguel is to win, however, then also it makes sense. It started with him, and it makes sense that the Gem Karate Kid wins. Like I won't grumble either way. I just feel like Robbie. I feel like Robbie is owed. Come on,
He lost two
finals. Just throwing it out there. And he's the son of Johnny Lawrence. Come on, work it out. People use your brains. Johnny brings Cobra Kai back. His son gets rid of it. Anyway, that completes his arc. Then he goes from anti-hero to villain to full-on hero. Anyway, sticking with Miggy, it means also a lot to Miguel equally because he is the first student that Johnny started with, you know, and it echoes that two-time champ thing that Johnny and and Daniel both
Pun
have.
intended.
Now, yeah. Now, wasn't my intention, but we're right with it. Now, it wasn't for me. I think I would just be fine with Miguel winning it. Like, I'd be okay. I'd be like, you know what? Cool. Miggy's won. That's it. And if Miguel is to win, where does the show go from here?
Yeah.
How do you top international? Like you can't.
Yeah.
Like,
Take it to space.
Let's go to space.
go to space. Fast and Furious. Let's go to space. Let's have a fight on the space station.
Let's start
And
time
then
traveling.
Grease and Silver have their fight on the moon.
Time travel. Time travel time. Travel time.
But I think Miguel winning is always a good shout. And you know, he could have that classic rise of a champion arc where the champion wins, suffers a bad loss, and then they rise again. So he could have that again. Who else did you say King was in the bracket?
You got Eli. Like for the boys, you got Eli. You got
That's
Dimitri and Hick. Put in Sean in there, man, because I think
Eli and Dimitri, that's not happening. But for argument's sake, Eli's won it before, and they did give them the line of information maybe one day we'll both win. So you never know. I mean, I wouldn't put money on it personally, but you never know. Dimitri winning, as fun as that would be,
That'd be hilarious.
I don't think they can do it. But
just imagine
It could be
Dimitri
a-
like,
You're gonna have to sell me on that though. You're gonna
it could be a Neville Longbottom type arc. I mean, if we're talking in terms of the fighters that they have, I'd say Kenny is farther along than Dimitri is. And I love Dimitri. But I think if Tori is to win, that would be cool also, because then it proves she's not a one title wonder and she can win it without someone buying it for her. So I think that's why the Sekai Taikai is going to be so hard to predict, because each character has a stake. Each character has a personal stake in what it means. Unlike in season 1 where it was just winning a trophy, unlike in season 4 where it was just winning in the dojo war, now it's a personal stake. Every character has a stake in why they want to win. Eli wants to prove, okay, you know, it's not just because Robbie was distracted and Miguel got injured. I'm going to do it a second time on the biggest stage. Probably not going to happen with the way season 5 treated him, but you never know. Miguel, who wants to prove himself again and rise again like the champion he was before. You've got Robbie that, again, in my opinion, just owed it. Like, come on, a Robbie fanboy. It makes sense.
He was gonna win in season.
2 and 0 twice. You're going to make it a third time? Shit.
He was gonna win here.
That's the disrespect.
This level of disrespect is unreal. Now, in terms of Sean, I don't see Sean winning it because he just isn't a major player enough. But I think Sean could be a key player in the fighters that they have coming in. Now, we've talked a lot about whether Sean can be involved or not. I really hope he is, because you need the types of characters that we're going to bring into the fold, you know, in Sensei Dojo. You need someone that's just going to do no nonsense, get in there and throw them around. You need a bruiser. You need someone. What you need is a Sean to wear the opponent down. He's not going to win because he's not like a Robbie or a Miguel or a Hawk or even a Kenny. But he's a bruiser.
I put Sean to win something, like, you know, because maybe that classic, you went from a thug to a champion type of thing, because it's happened before out through like boxing and MMA history. Like, went from a convict to a freaking like world champion, man. I think that's a pretty good story in itself. Like, you not defined in your past or whatever.
Yeah. What's going on over there?
Not saying that's trying to
I do get what you mean. That could work if that was the route they chose to go. And I'd say if they brought Sean back in the fold earlier, then they could have probably set that up.
Yeah.
But, I see him being more of like an enforcer and a bruiser.
Yeah.
I think, you know, a character like Sean, he'll take a shine to Mike Barnes, and I think them two will get along like two peas in a pod. And I just want to see that Sean Kenny Robbie dynamic, like, you know, Oreo. It works. It works. You know. But I think out of all the fighters in that bracket, I'd say Miguel is the most likely to win. And I just think after season 5, it kind of really cemented it that Miguel was by far and above number one. As much as Robbie can coach him and test him and maybe win 4 out of 10 times, Miguel will probably edge 6 out of 10 just because he's the Goku. And the hell's that? And then Robbie's the
Check your DMs. Check your DMs.
for God's sake.
Check your
Oh, okay.
Anyway. This is my
Who cares? Who cares? I care. You care. We all care. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think out of all those kids, Miguel is the most lovely. And if Tori wins it again, that would be a good way to prove it. That echo is nuts. To prove that it isn't a one-off.
King,
You
could
know,
you
I was
make Mike to you like I talk? It's coming from your end. All right.
Right, you're next.
Okay, so for me, I think, see, I feel like we're all saying this now. Okay, that was unnecessary and uncalled for. Hey, all right, but it is what it is. It's Jacob. What are you gonna do? Anyway, yeah, don't make that look. You made that noise. Anyway,
Dick.
I just feel like I would be okay with Miguel winning. I'm not gonna be like as pumped up about it like in season 1 because that was season 1. It would be cool, like a good story, like okay, he comes back and he wins.
Season 1, he needed to win, in my opinion.
Like I love Miguel, but I just feel like the creators like you gotta give Robbie a win, man. I mean, what's the point of his character if he doesn't win the tournament? That's just how I see it. Like
He can't be Miguel's rival if you don't let him win anything.
you gotta let him win something. Like you
And they
have to
keep
let-
rubbing it in, like runner up, like they keep.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, come on. And then as far as like Eli, he's already won. His arc to me is kind of done, but he'll still be there. He's one of those characters now where he'll still be in the fold, but his arc is, for all intents and purposes, pretty
Steve
much done.
Harrington. What?
Yeah. But Dimitri, I don't. You're gonna have to write. You gotta sell me on that. Like, I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
I don't believe you.
Like, yeah, I don't believe you. Like King would say, I don't believe you. I don't believe this. What is this? Like, no. I mean, come on. What were the others? Sean. That's the least likely out of the bunch because imagine like Sean winning. You're like yeah, like that. Okay, look, that would be funny as hell if Sean were to win, but that would just not look right on screen. Like
That should be an alternate. That should be an alternate ending. Just for them
that
to
should be
DVD.
they should release it as like a parody, bro. Like they should definitely like film.
That's
Like,
why Black didn't won the championship. Our own.
they should definitely film like
Yeah.
parodies of like all the kid characters winning the tournament, and then just like post it after like weeks after like the premiere. Of the
Yeah,
finals.
that'd be funny. Like Dimitri's
be
like,
hilarious.
I just want to thank the Academy and my mom.
Yeah. And other than that, it's like the most like Jacob said, the most likely to win out of that bunch is Miguel. But I just we're gonna have to like obviously when we watch this like season 6, we're gonna have to see like the cues, like the foreshadowing, because the show does characters and stuff. And it's Johnny Lawrence's son, man. I know this is not about Robbie, but
I mean, come on. Like, I'm sorry. Call me a Robbie fanboy if you will. He's been screwed twice.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
This
Like,
first
you're gonna
time,
make that
first
better?
time his shoulder got messed up. Then he had to fight one.
But
and then
again,
he-
it goes back to what I said before. A Lawrence and a LaRusso winning on the grandest stage of them all brings Daniel and Johnny's arcs to a close forever. It wraps it up. Like, not necessarily in terms of the show, but just in terms of the rivalry. it buries it for good. That's it. You know, it's done. That's it. And then it's almost like Johnny and Daniel win on the grandest stage of them all. And the way you have it play out, like I said before, is you have a student in Sensei Kim's dojo that's bad to the bone. I'm telling you, this person's a bad mother, like a real threat, to the point where it takes Hawk, Miguel, and Robbie to beat them. Like, you have to wear them down. Like, because if we're just going to end up in a final with, oh, Miguel and Hawk are fighting again, like, that's anticlimactic. Get that shit out. Like, no, do something different. I want there to be a villain in that dojo that is bad to the bone. Mike Barnes on steroids. Like,
Mike
I mean,
Barnes, Mike Barnes,
literally
Mr.
Drago.
Chosen.
I want Drago in that camp. I want Drago, and I want Hawk to be wearing them down. I want Miguel to wear them down, and then Robbie finishes them off. And it's not like anyone looks weak. Miguel will put in some serious dirt against this dude for Robbie to just finish him off. Like, that's... I feel like it just makes sense. Like, we're at a point now where I think, you know, especially season 5 setting it up. Your father was fighting for, I was fighting against. Every final Robbie's been in, he's fought against, not for. This time, he's fighting for.
Yeah.
It
makes sense.
Right there.
It makes sense.
Like, I mean, again, if Miguel wins, I'm gonna be fine either way. It's Miguel, El Serpiente. Like, I'll be fine either way. But we're just gonna have Robbie be second again.
I'll say, okay, I'm not gonna go all that far because it depends on how execution is key here. Like, if they gotta execute it well, like it can't.
Yes, they do.
Like, if Miguel wins and it's just you're like pushing Robbie to the side, I'm not gonna like that. So, like, you have to give. And, okay,
you
let's
gotta
say
do it in a
Miguel
way
wins.
where you don't screw over Miguel.
Yeah,
And again,
don't
the way
make Miguel Superman where he's just like, don't do that. Like, don't.
No. You have Miguel be chill about it and go, look, you know what? He got 1 extra point on me, but everything that we've learned, and this is where a cheesy Walking Dead like flash speech will come in, like a hallway speech. You know, everything we've learned is that we're not defined by a point. All I know is that dude is now injured. Stepbrother, go and finish him off.
I would do it like this. I would say you give Robbie to win in the tournament, but give Miguel the final fight.
Outside. Oh, yeah.
Outside.
Maybe
Take it
here's the
outside.
thing. Maybe like since they came as another student that's like doesn't take the law school, like, yo, I want smoke, and tries to start something else in the parking lot.
That's the right way.
Parallel to Daniel and
Robbie
Silver.
wins, and Miguel doesn't look weaker. And then Miguel gets a big win outside.
Robbie's too tired to fight the dude.
Maybe Miguel saves someone's life. You know,
For never.
Miguel learned karate. He hasn't really been put on his ass before. Like, he hasn't lost. I feel like
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you think Dimitri's right. Miguel hasn't really lost a fight.
he really hasn't.
Yeah, he really has. he
Like,
really.
I think it might be. I don't know. I think it might be time. I don't know.
But I'm saying, like, that's okay for this, especially if you give him the final
especially if you
fight.
look at the way
It's
each
okay.
season plays out. Like, season 1, Miguel wins. Season 2, Robbie wins in a way by kicking him over.
Miguel really won.
Season 3, Miguel wins because he recovers. Robbie gets screwed. Season 4, Robbie essentially dominates.
Wins.
Season 5, Miguel dominates. Season 6, they always switch.
Like, I think it's okay if Miguel, and listen, Cobra Kai is one, especially like a show like Cobra Kai, you got fans of this character.
There's always another
You're
tournament.
not gonna please everybody, so I think a good way to please both Miguel and Robbie fans.
Yeah, because it's not like the
Yeah,
karate
Robbie
win where we've got one sole person that we're rooting for. We've got like 5 people. Like,
Give Robbie the tournament win, but give Miguel that Daniel type, like this. You know how Daniel at the end, like,
right,
we're
the
behind you,
two type
Daniel.
play outside.
Have that with Miguel, where they say we're behind you, Miguel, and you just give him the final fight. It's
That's the best. That's, you know, that's really. I think you might have called it. That's the right way to do it. You give
That is
Robbie
the
the
right
win
way
in the tournament.
And then, like, yeah,
and you have
imagine
Miguel
like
get the win outside.
imagine like the guys like stepping up, and Miguel's like, no, I got it.
like he tells everyone, like, I got this. Like, let me kick his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a good ending right there.
Yeah, you guys ever watch a show called Beyblade?
Yes.
You ever
Yeah.
remember Ray's teammates?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was one guy that was like his rival.
Mhm.
I would love that for Miguel. A rival like that.
Yeah.
You mean like his name was Kai, right?
Oh no. Kai was on our team. There's one that Ray's old team that he used to be a part of. Before he joined the Blade Breakers, it was like another squad. But essentially, there was like a rival over there. I would love if after the tournament, Robbie's like worn out, like he's gone all in. Maybe in essence, this could be a dark way of doing it, but I would really like if Hawk, Miguel, and Robbie embrace their dark side against this one student. Like you hear Dark Hawk playing, and Dark Hawk comes out, old school season 3 Hawk. Then you see season 2 Dark Miguel, that one. And then you see season 4 Robbie.
It's done with this dude. It's done with this guy.
Maybe that's the way you beat them at their own game. You go all in. You embrace the inner cook. What if in a roundabout way, right? What if Kreese actually causes Cobra Kai's downfall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what will happen is I think in the tournament fight, Miyagi-Do will score the winning point, and then in the street fight, Cobra Kai will.
Because my thing is this, bro.
And Silva pops up.
Since this is gonna be like taking a lot of inspiration from Bloodsport, I would not be surprised if there's no point system going into this tournament, bro.
And can we just appreciate Robbie took a silver bullet and was still fighting?
Yeah.
Robbie.
I mean, they literally had it parallel the scene where Johnny gets the shit kicked out of him and he's spitting out blood. They put that at the same time in sync for a reason. Like, I mean, and then Kreese in in jail, like Robbie and Juvie, like, I mean, 3 generations of Cobra Kai, like.
You know what I'm still salty about? I'm still salty we didn't get Sam versus Robbie in the finals.
Thank you.
I still think it was a missed opportunity. But personally, for me, I will never stop.
No, that still should have happened.
This is why they need to do it in the Sekai Taikai in some kind of way. With, like, Robbie.
What if that's the grand finale? Like they're both champions, but like that's to see who like the real best fighter in the world is, like actually.
Oh, you're
Like
sorry,
Apollo and Rocky.
Screw this, man. I'm tired of no.
Screw that.
I want this to happen now. I wanted it to happen back in season 4. It's too late now. Can't do it now.
As much as I love Eli's victory.
Oh my goodness.
God. Thanks a lot, Cody. Getting me riled up, man.
Yeah,
Everything was pointing towards it.
This is why Robbie and Sam winning on the grandest stage makes the most sense, because there's so much emotional weight to both of them. Like, legacy fighters, they save their wins till last for a reason. They're the bloodline characters. Like, that's why they haven't won anything. I mean, admittedly, Sam got screwed over, but
I do like Tori, and I get why she should win too. But like, come on, man.
Tori has an argument. She has an argument at least.
yeah, Tori has an argument. But I think out and out, I think Sam's winning the.
I think Tori's arc will be I'm not better than Sam, and that's okay. I don't have to be. Like
I don't
that's
have to
the
be.
yeah. You know,
I
Again,
everybody listen. Tori is just as most important in Sam's life ever, because Sam actually gets challenged with Tori. Like,
exactly. This is what people miss. Is yes, Sam is on top and she's the GOAT and whatever. But if you don't have someone like a Tori to keep you on your toes, Tori could take over.
Yeah.
So that's where that Rocky and Apollo.
Goku and Vegeta. Goku needs Vegeta there, because without Vegeta, there's no one on Goku's level.
Finally, Vegeta got his shine the other. Oh, I was so happy about that. Finally, Vegeta got his shine after all these years.
Chanel.
Goku this, Goku that, Goku this, Goku that. Like, for Christ's sake,
I love Goku. I love Goku. I mean, Vegeta.
it's like having bloody Tommy Oliver be sidelined all the time.
This hold so badly.
Bro, they literally undid Vegeta's W. They're like, no, look, I'm gonna rewind and take your W away. That's what they did.
Akira Toriyama's evil, man. Like,
yeah, that's another thing where I'm like, I don't want them going that way with Robbie, where he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna have
Don't give
Robbie
him it and then
here.
screw him out of it. Give him it. Like, give him it.
Like, let's send Robbie there to take it out
all the time. The hell?
Damn. Talking about giving him it, and Cody disappears. Cody, let's
Like, that's what biggest concern is. Like, I just don't want Robbie to turn into the character who you make look strong, and then you make him look, and then like use him to hype up the antagonist. Like, oh, this antagonist is really good. He beat Robbie really good. Like, I don't want that to happen. Like, that's
Yeah, me neither.
that's what Vegeta is now. That's what Vegeta has been for like the last 20 years. So
Always second fiddle. Even though, and the thing is, it's worse in Vegeta's case because Vegeta, you can make a case for being better than Goku.
yeah, in certain aspects, he's a better fighter. He's a smarter fighter.
Vegeta is a more smarter fighter than Goku. Like it's not, they actually said that. Like Piccolo even said it. Like he says Vegeta is a better like tactic fighter. Goku just doesn't care. Like he just fights anybody without using any technique or whatever.
Goku's just natural talent.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't want them to get to that point where they keep like jerking Robbie around just for the sake of the story. Like, give him
That's what I'm
a
saying.
win. Give him a win. Because the thing is, once you give him a win, you don't need to worry about him winning another tournament or not. You can have him lose every other tournament from this point on. Like, it doesn't matter. Like
you can't keep saying Miguel and Robbie are equals. Miguel and Robbie are equals. But you never
Robbie
prove
keeps
it.
losing. Yeah,
You
like
never prove that.
Like
Every
if
time
you
they
look at it
fight-
objectively, like Robbie, you know Robbie's got it in him to beat Miguel, but by and large, Miguel has his number.
yeah, it's just like
Like we were
at a
saying,
certain
like
point, you can't keep saying they're equals. No, he's just better. Stop saying they're
Oh.
equals. Like that's the. Either prove it to me or stop saying they're equals.
exactly.
Yeah, even if bloody Daniel and Johnny have got bloody 2-2 against each other, I mean, you know,
It doesn't. Yeah, because Daniel and Johnny, they're equals. Like they will fight each other 10 times, and they will both win 5 times. Like, I think they're exactly equal. Like
they're equal. They're equal, but like Daniel will forever have that win over Johnny.
Homer.
Tournament wise, like he has that win. Like,
Yeah.
But overall,
Oreo.
yeah.
They're split. But like Miguel and Robbie, I just don't see that until they make me believe it. Like you have to make me believe they're equal because otherwise.
and there's literally no better time than now. I mean, especially when you look at the fact that Johnny brought Cobra Kai back, and Robbie's the one to get rid of it.
Ooh, yeah.
That's
And it
what I'm
becomes
saying.
poetic because you think about it. The three students who played the biggest role in Cobra Kai, other than Tori, are Miguel, Hawk, and Robbie. Like those are the 3 that did the most for Cobra Kai. Like
This is true.
those 3 bringing it down. It's like poetic.
And the thing is, after the Sekai Taikai, if they want to continue the show in some way, shape, or form, you could just have Miguel win again at some point.
Yeah, just
Like some one-off tournament or something.
There's other tournaments. It doesn't have to necessarily be international. It could just be a local fight.
All Valley over 18. Like that's
think-
probably a thing.
And like if Robbie was to win the whole entire thing, Robbie finally gets everything that he wants, bro. He got a family, he got a girl, he got like protection. He's cool with his dad. He's cool with Mr. LaRusso. He's cool with Sam.
Just
I mean-
imagine that moment, right?
He's got a little
Imagine
brother.
that
He's got
moment.
Kitty.
From where we started in season 1, when Miguel wins the trophy, to where Daniel and Robbie walk off the stage and Robbie's clearly distraught, to fast forward to season 6, right? Robbie wins the trophy, celebrates with Hawk, Miguel, Tori, Sam,
Everybody.
Dimitri,
Carmen.
Johnny, Carmen,
Imagine Carmen hugging Robbie.
Yaya. Imagine that moment.
Both of his mom
Imagine that
figures
moment
there.
right
Imagine
there.
Janet there too. Like all
You
3
can't tell me that no one won't be crying. Fucking we'll all be crying.
Dude, look at it like in season 1 when he bowed after he lost.
Like,
That's kind of heartbreaking.
dude, he's like,
that's a sad scene.
That's a sad. He bowed anyway. Like,
Oh, yeah, like when Miguel lifts the trophy, you see like Robbie just wandering off, like clearly devastated, and it's like, why do people hate this kid, man?
I
don't.
think that Robbie wasn't just devastated that he lost. He was devastated that the reception that Miguel got, that he doesn't have. He doesn't have that rapport that Miguel has with other people.
Yeah, because everyone's like rushing them. Everyone's like rushing Miguel. They're all celebrating and stuff, and he just has Daniel. Like that's it.
now what I think they might. Now I could be wrong about this. Could do. It kind of reminds me of Goku a little bit when he was a kid, because Goku did.
Yeah, that's true.
Goku didn't win his first 2 tournaments.
He took 2 L's in a row.
He took 2 L's before he became world champion, bro. So
The last one, the biggest one, he won.
the biggest one where it actually count when the world was about to get destroyed. King Piccolo, my boy Goku, won that mug, became world champion. Just
Well,
saying.
I mean, they're setting it up.
Yeah, I won't be mad if
I
Miguel
think
wins.
there's so much emotional payoff to doing it. If they don't do it, it's going to be a huge missed opportunity, in my opinion.
It's just like with Miguel, I'll be cool, but like I just think there's any emotional payoff there. Like me,
Like, it'd be cool to see,
Yeah.
but I think it just makes more sense for Robbie. Like, emotionally speaking, it works. Especially when you look at the scene of where Robbie's the one to bring Daniel back into karate.
and it's kind of an inverse
Also,
because
you
Miguel.
had Robbie win in season 4. Then okay, Miguel winning the tournament. Then that's
But
I'm okay
they
with
go
that.
that route. So now you
Yeah.
now you
No,
kind of
no,
now
that's-
Robbie kind of has to win because you didn't. Now
Oh,
it's
no,
like
no, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
now it's
Now you have to go. Just saying.
A lot of people hate this kid. Exactly.
it's like
So
imagine
Romeo
a scene.
Brett
Imagine a
gets
scene
together.
where Robbie wins. Miguel's congratulating him. Like there's no bad blood anymore at all.
They're bloody. They're bros. Like, we'll be rooting for both of them, for Christ's sake. Like, I mean, ready when you are runner-up. Yeah. At least I win on the grandest stage of them all, boy. Like, that's. I
Yeah,
mean, come
now they
on.
can
I'm a
talk back
world
and forth.
champion.
Who's the world champ? Who's the
I mean,
world
they
champ?
made him look like Mike Barnes in season 4,
Look,
right?
baby,
And
He's-
who's an international bad boy? Mike Barnes.
Barnes.
Who? So, come on, like
And
Mike
then like
Barnes.
thematically, you
Robbie?
have Robbie and Sam like surpassing their fathers because as great as Daniel and Johnny are, they never won the
Getting
world
older.
championship.
the same way,
World.
like, you know how Robbie
Oh, yeah.
got excited when Sam pivoted? Just imagine like Sam does the same thing for Robbie. Like,
I think there's just so much emotional weight in having Robbie win it. But again, because it's like the Miguel question, I'll be fine with Miguel winning it. Like, it's just, if you have Miguel win it, I'm sorry, Hawk fans, but he's probably going to get screwed over. And then you're going to have Robbie be screwed over again. But again, this is the trade-off. That's why I keep telling people. Unlike the Karate Kid, where there's one person we're rooting for, there's so many characters in the mix. It's so hard to do it without screwing someone over. So essentially, Hawk got hurt this season, so I don't think he'll get hurt next season. But again, maybe the opponent is so bad to the bone, it takes all 3 of them to wear him down. Like, it's I want there to be an out-and-out villain on that side. Like, I'm talking, what's a good example of a Freezer? A Freezer on that team.
you filthy monkeys.
What the?
I mean, listen, I get it. The Hawk
A
fans
Freezer,
gotta-
a Freezer, and a Broly on the same team. I want that.
Ooh, like, listen, like Stanley said, whoever the riders want to win is gonna win.
It's Oreos.
So, Hawk is not. He's not that.
Put it
main
this
guy.
way, Hawk
So-
fans, I need to just address this. Hawk fans, please listen to me. Robbie was going to win in season 4, okay? They gave that win to Hawk because he was probably never going to, like, that's the, unless they do more tournaments, the likelihood of him winning any more is very minimal. So,
More,
I
Sorry,
think
I'm gonna
for
say
me-
it. If they have Hawk win the Saikai guy, they're pandering to fans if they do that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's. I'm sorry, that's bullshit.
I mean, they said, you know,
He wins
they
again.
gave the line of dialogue of maybe one day we'll both win, but at the same time, I'm thinking, I don't
Not
know.
happening.
and one more thing, you fuck fans. Like, let me say this. Yeah, Kenny got his revenge. Sorry, it's justified.
I mean, he kind of. I'm sorry, but Hawk had it kind of. You slammed him into a locker.
I mean, the thing is, I need to say it again, Hawk fans. I love Hawk too, but this was inevitable the minute Miguel and Robbie ended up on the same page.
Yeah, come on.
Who else do you need? You don't need anyone else. You really don't. Like, I love Hawk, but you really do not need anyone else.
Hawk is more a luxury than a necessity.
You've all seen that image, right, of Goku and Vegeta strolling up to the Marvel squad and saying, right, you take the left, I'll take the right. That's Miguel and Robbie.
Yeah.
let's not forget. I know season 5 kind of gave Robbie a bit of iffy here or there. But let's not forget he took down an entire dojo by himself without taking a single hit.
As soon as
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kenny
that was the
learned-
most badass.
Listen, Tori cheated with that. She was on the ground.
Yeah, she got that hit on him because he was, feeling.
He took it easy because
He won. He won.
he was trying to
I mean,
spit.
they both wanted each other. But
I mean,
just
Oh,
before
I like Hawk.
I mean,
Hawk's probably my favorite out of the 3, but yeah, some of y'all Hawk fans need to chill out with that shit. Sorry.
but the good
Man,
thing
chill out,
is
man.
what they can do, and this is why
I love Hawk.
This is why I keep
Oh,
stressing that Sensei Kim needs some evil fuckers in that dojo, right? Is
You
that
little
way,
bastards.
if Hawk loses, right, it doesn't matter because he puts in real dirt against the person he's facing. Maybe I don't know, he kicks them so hard their arms bloody broken or something. I don't know. You give him a moment where he knocks the teeth out.
I think Hawk's arc in season 6 is going to be getting on the same page with Kenny.
Yeah,
And you know what? You know how like Sensei Kim was telling Tori and Devin that you wouldn't last
It's not
1 minute in my dojo? I don't think she was lying. I think she was telling
yeah.
me.
They don't have hardcore stuff. And
You
then-
gotta go
what you
all
say,
in.
Cody?
I mean,
I
we
said,
don't
you know
even
how Sensei Kim
does
told.
Chosen have his own dojo?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Right, so you've got Chosen that has his own dojo. You've got Mike. You've got Daniel and Johnny's one. Maybe Mike can help them. You've got all the other dojos. You've got Cobra Kai with Sensei Kim increasing the shadows, and then Silver being at play in some way, shape, or form. You've got the fist that by and large, in and of themselves. I saw a comment earlier on that said they were like the Knights of Ren. It's a pretty dope comparison.
Yeah.
But if that's what she's got for senseis, imagine what she's got for students.
them kids are gonna be like that.
Evil.
Them kids are gonna be like Android 17 and 18, just kicking
Yeah,
everybody.
no. They don't need to be grey whatsoever. You can make them villains. Like I couldn't care. Make them evil. Like
Evil bastard.
we're at a point in the show now. We need a clear distinction.
You
These are the good guys. These are the
bastard.
bad guys. Like there is a clear.
No more gray. No more gray. No more
And
gray.
that's why, again, that's why it's so hard to predict because the show's been so grey for so long. If Robbie was a villain, then I wouldn't even say have him win the trophy because if he was a villain, no. But because we're now exiting the grey and we're going into a more black and white territory where even though I say black and white, you can still understand why Silver is the way he is. But it's more
80s. It was just
it's more defined. Like Silver's in the wrong. You know he's the bad dude. Like you see what I mean? Like there's a clear line there now. And I think with season 6 approaching, we need there to be a war cry, like rally us all together. And do you know what, Melissa? On a quick side note, I think Kenny's arc was meant to be for Sean.
Yeah.
Because him giving the silver bullet to Hawk,
if you would have gave
Oh boy.
dead, okay?
like, as much as I love Sean and as much as I love Kenny's and Silver's like relationship, I think Sean was meant to have that role. Like I do think that was
so
meant to be
too.
Sean.
Hear nobody say Shaw would have killed Hawk that day. Like
Because in the first Cobra Kai game, they had Sean and Hawk set up there. Like I think that was what they were setting up
I think they couldn't. I think they were trying to get him, but because of Walking Dead.
because of
reasons.
Walking Dead.
And in retrospect, that didn't really need to happen. So they could have got. I wish he could have taken Cobra Kai instead. Beggars can't be choosers.
I think
Yeah,
more money than Walking Dead. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, they probably had a bigger paycheck, which makes sense. Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. I mean, it's like again, I didn't even intend for this to happen, but this just happened.
Stop
this is
showing that Oreo.
like Oreo, and then the sweet creme in the middle here. It's great. It's great. It's really great. It's really great stuff. Sorry, I had to do it. It's fun. It's funny. But yeah, I think if you are to have Hawk win it, you got to do it in a very believable way. Like for me, it's either going to be Miguel and Robbie. It's those two, and Sam will win. Sam will win the gold. Like
My boy Dimitri being the ex. I was kidding.
no, No. As funny as it would be, and as much as I go, you know what? Dimitri. I'm no.
He's just imagine Dimitri saying like, "Guys, I finally won something. I finally won
Oh
something."
my god, that would be a Neville Longbottom mark right there. Like that. Hell no.
The big three are trolling if they do that.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care anymore. They have him win. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just had a thought. Imagine if Mike Barnes is involved. Maybe a Mike Barnes teaching helps Robbie win the Sekai Taikai, and a Mike Barnes teaching helps Miguel beat the guy outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing I got you can't counter.
Because I mean, also you got to look at it like this. I want Miyagi-Do to get a proper win.
Yeah, it's time.
It's
They
a
pretty
proper
much
win.
lost.
A proper win. Like yes, Hawk won, and Miyagi-Do technically won, but they didn't. Cobra Kai was the overall champion, and they lost. I want Miyagi-Do to win, like at the end, and with Robbie clearly choosing, all right, Dad, me and you, we're cool. You two have your thing, whatever. But I'm in Miyagi-Do.
But just like I told you yesterday, Jacob, like Johnny came to the terms of like, okay, you know what? Robbie and Mr. LaRusso really like each other. I'm not gonna mess with that. I respect that relationship. They're gonna do them. Whereas like Daniel basically is doing the same thing with Johnny or whatever. It's like, you know what? I personally don't like Eagle Fang stuff, but you know what? It makes my daughter happy. That's your sensei. You know. Don't agree with it, don't like it, but you know what?
I accept it.
I accept it.
Accept it. Damn.
That's just the way I would have it pegged. Like, I mean, you know, it's just one of them things where I think, you know, symbolically, it just makes sense for Robbie to win the trophy. Like, symbolically, it just works. But if Miguel is to win, I mean, if Hawk is to win, you got to make it earned. But if Miguel is to win, I won't be fussed either because, you know, it's a champion rising again. Like, you know,
Robbie used the Miyagi-Do move, the son of Johnny Lawrence.
because the whole show, the whole premise of it is that Cobra Kai is the way. Season 5 has taught us and reminded us, no, Miyagi-Do is the way. It's always been the way.
The thing is, Robbie made Miyagi-Do fights just like his dad. He fought like there's especially in the school fight. That's
Athleticism.
See, this is what I love about Cobra Kai. Robbie fights like Johnny in Miyagi-Do, and then Miguel even fights like Johnny in Cobra Kai. Like,
yeah, like it's literally when Robbie was fighting Miguel. That's just a more drawn out version of the first Karate Kid fight between Johnny and Daniel. That's basically what it is because he does the same move that Johnny does. The elbow, like
He does that. He does that more than once. He does it against Eli too.
yeah.
and then Eli does it to Kenny.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Robbie. Hey, I'm sorry. Robbie sent him flying.
He did.
Robbie sent him packing into that pool, and then
Yeah.
I love Miguel, but when he pushes Robbie, all you hear is this, and Robbie doesn't even move. Like I'm like, yo,
I'm
this
sorry.
this guy is a brick.
that-
Like that.
Parking lot scene is so weird. What was Miguel doing? Like he was just walking away, and then Miguel
He just walked up to him and was like, "Hey, Miguel, what are you doing, man?"
But no, it's crazy because, like, you know, he sends Eli flying. Miguel comes up behind Robbie, tries to push him, barely moves him an inch. I'm like, this dude is. I mean, as you know, now I know I've met him in person. He's small, but he's built like how like he didn't even move. It was just like,
come to Mexico for you.
I didn't come down to Mexico for
"That's not the Mexico for you. Nobody asked you to go anywhere.
Anyway,
Hey, stop it.
What I want to know is why the hell does Miguel have his like flannel wrapped around his arms?
that was weird.
I'm sorry, Kenny got kicked the shit out of
He
him.
did.
He was like flinging people around. With his freaking
Show my ass down.
See, the thing is, as I said, with Hawk and Robbie, Kenny has an investment in both of them. Miguel doesn't care
He
about
doesn't give a shit.
so you're getting laid out.
Yeah.
If anything, this is another thing that keeps Robbie and Miguel similar. When Robbie didn't care and he embraced his little Mecha Robbie dark side, thank you, King, for your priest or your orders. He laid the smackdown on Kenny within 3 seconds.
Or
And
you're
then Miguel did the same thing.
Here's another thing. You're supposed to be summer, right? Why are they all wearing thick ass coats?
Because they're filming in Atlanta. That's why they're filming in Atlanta.
Like, they're wearing coats like mine. It's like, bro, it's like 100 degrees in California.
Because they're filming in Atlanta at night. That's why they're wearing that shit.
Like, why are they all wearing?
Why was Robbie wearing a flannel when he's fighting Miguel? Bro, take it. Why are you wearing that?
Take it off. Be like,
That's a
for dramatic
disadvantage.
effect.
You can pull that. Why are you wearing that?
We got a traitor. Y'all got a traitor. So that cancels out. We're gonna
They're
throw
throwing
down
high
a lot.
kicks. They're throwing high kicks and jeans and shit. It's like, bro,
Down.
Yeah, credit to them for doing that in jeans. Like, Jesus.
because throwing kicks and jeans is not easy.
Especially around the
area.
Yeah.
the garage. Yeah.
That was so weird.
Yeah, the trade, we got a trader, they got a trader. Like, okay, Miyagi Do, but then like, cause we gave up punk ass Mitch for we got.
You know what? I'm
That's-
sorry.
that is-
If there's any
that is
character
the
that
Kwame
needs to get
Brown
cut,
trade.
Bro, solid
yeah,
trade.
there you go. But, hey, this
That's
is where we
facts.
were all in
That's a
agreement.
steal.
We traded Mitch for Tory. That's a steal
That's
right
a
there.
steal.
We robbed that. That was a robbery.
No draft picks included.
No draft included, baby.
I mean, I would be content if Mitch never came back. Personally, for me.
If you know what I know, if you know basketball,
That with some of the other side characters too. Like pretty much all of them.
I would be content.
Basically, Mitch is like Kwame Brown, and
Kwame Brown.
Tory's like
No. Mitch is Anthony Bennett.
Someone say Kevin Durant.
Oh no! Oh no!
Anthony Bennett, dude.
No!
I mean, you'll have to forgive me. I don't know nothing about the NBA. Someone say Kevin
Okay,
Durant.
context. Anthony Bennett is the worst number one pick. You know, he is one of the
Wait,
worst players.
Darius, did you mention Kevin Durant earlier?
What?
Did you mention Kevin Durant earlier on?
I mean,
That was-
he's a cupcake, so yeah.
I'll just shut
Oh,
up.
you can tell him I said that too. He'll probably go at me on Twitter because of it.
I'll just shut up. I'm an NBA normie. I know nothing.
Anthony Bennett is one of the worst players.
He's
in
one
the
of
league.
the-
It took Jacob. It took him 8 games to score his first
Mitch
point.
is Richard Dune. He's Richard Dune. That's who he is.
2013 draft class.
This man is awful.
it's like
Mitch is trash.
Trash, dude.
Bro, they made Mitch
trash, bro. He's trash.
He kicked him and pushed him into the rock. Yeah, bitch.
They made him
I'm
one
sorry,
of the
that
most
was
hated
freaking
players.
hilarious. Like he got sent flying into that room. Why do you have a rock in the middle of your dojo?
They made him one of the most hated characters in one seat. Like people
I'm
went from
sorry.
that
Let me
character-
show you how this guy revealed himself. Right.
It was like some WWE shit. He literally
It was.
Like a Nexus.
Let me set the scene here. Let me show you how this mofo revealed himself. Okay. Let me show you. Let me set the scene. Right. Just get into character. I'm not that side, but let's do it. Right. Okay. So get your ass over here where you belong. Like, get your fat ass out of here, man. Fuck off. Like, shut up.
trader. You got a trader. No,
Like, sorry, yeah, that was
Hell up,
ridiculous.
penis, bro.
I was like, what the? Get this lunatic out. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Mitch really betrayed his friend.
Turning that munching
Mitch is
way
the
of
worst
bloody
kind of friend, bro. He betrayed his
swag,
friend
smoothies.
over some snacks and girls, bro. Over
You
snacks
know what?
and girls.
Maybe Mitch should win the Sekai Taikai. You know that.
I would. Oh my god.
He'd eat the trophy.
like I will walk off the stream if that happened, bro. Like
I'm not coming back. No more
Yeah,
things of
and
pop
this is the
culture.
thing.
I'm done.
He's like, oh, maybe because they don't call me penis breath, and Cud's like, all right, penis breath, shut up. Why does Kyler?
No, if
is
that
Kyler-
happens,
sorry, wait, hang on. Is Kyler from the
turn
hood
the
or
TV
something?
off.
Like,
oh, he's from the suburbs.
Kyler is from the
I would
hood, man. I'm sorry, he's from the hood, man. He's like, yeah, all right.
No, he's not. No, Kyler wishes he was from the hood. He ain't from the hood. He lives in the suburbs.
If on your stream, let's just say certain type of people act like people. They're really not about that life.
Kyler is an
General
AP.
Grievous.
That's what he is.
White
He's an AP
picket fence gangsters. White
He's
picket
no,
gangsters.
no. Kyler is that dude off of Wild and Out. Timothy, what's that dude's name?
General
that guy. Yeah.
Oh,
I would
no.
definitely from Calabasas or
Stop
something.
thinking that you're this and that. Sit your ass down.
Yeah, he thinks he's from Compton. He's from Bakersfield. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I find it hilarious. He talks like he's from the, but you're
gets
from
worse.
a
It
rich
gets
man
worse.
in the hills.
It gets worse every
Sounds-
season.
Every season, his
I don't even know.
thing gets worse.
Dude is out like Flint. Be on here on a. Oh,
What does that mean?
what does that
Dude,
mean? What does it
The
mean?
creators were probably like, all right, Joe, we need Kyler to sound like the biggest moron on the face of the planet. Go.
What it meant, and they just saying that the people left them on their own. Like,
But to be fair, I'm glad they brought him back. As much as I don't like what he did to Sam in season 1. Right?
He's funny.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
He is a funny god. Like
really,
it's like crap.
Bro, when he said ASU is the Harvard of the West Coast, I was like, bro, that's the opposite of what ASU is.
And we can't forget, if I don't pass trick this semester, but there's gonna shit in my mouth.
I'm gonna say
At
what
least
we
I
all
brought
like.
beer. What the hell was a
King.
warm beer?
King wanted to see this scene, and we still need it. Sam
Then we can get him
fighting
out the show.
Tyler.
We're good.
You would have destroyed that boy.
She needs to whoop his ass. and then
I'm
get him out
sorry,
the show.
I've never
That's what
advocated for this.
Echo.
She needs to kick
Get
him
him
in
out
the
the
nuts.
show, please.
Kick him in the
First,
nuts.
he gets ass whooped by Sam, and then write him out the show.
Kick him in the nuts.
He needs to get the nut grab. Just grab
No,
his
no,
nut.
no. You're all wrong. You know what you do with Kyler? You take him with you in Miyagi Fang.
Hell no.
No, hang on. Let me finish.
No.
And you use him as the sacrificial lamb for Sensei Kim's students to beat the shit out of him.
Oh,
I don't want him touching anything Miyagi do. Nothing.
No,
I did a lot of
you know what should happen. Sam tells
Nothing.
Daniel.
No.
Sam tells Daniel, Chosen, Miguel, and then they beat his ass. That's how you get rid of Kyler.
Get rid of
Like
his
Sam
ass.
tells his dad what happened.
like Tori, Daniel, Robbie, Miguel, Donnie. Oh, Kyler's butt, dog.
And then get him out the show.
They
Get
find
him
out
out
what
of
Kyler
Write
did.
him out. Get him out of
No.
here. Get him out of here. No, I don't want this man. I swear. If
Yeah,
he's
but-
in Miyagi-Do, he's wearing if he's even in Miyagi-Do, we got problems. I don't like it. Nope. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I don't want him
He's
in
What
not
do we
even
do with
worrying
Mitch?
of kissing that ground that Samantha
Get rid of Mitch too.
walks on.
Get rid of him.
See, with Kyler, I give a pass for Joe. Mitch, I don't give a frog's fat ass about.
You get rid of Mitch too. You get rid of all the sidekicks. I don't care.
It's what
So what are we doing with Kenny?
No, he stays. Kenny has an arc. Okay. Kenny stays.
Yeah, he has an arc.
Kenny's better. No, don't you ask that question,
No, but
Jacob. This is Kenny. This is Bobby's.
Yeah, but he's bad, RJ.
I don't care.
He hurt Robbie and
Oh,
he
I
hurt
care.
Kenny.
RJ embracing his inner Steven
Himself.
Smith.
He can be evil for all I care. You keep Kenny. All right. Kenny's that guy, bro.
RJ, you
AKA
Silver's son that he always
I-
wanted.
about it, he is sort of like Silver's son.
He's Silver's
Oh, yeah.
son that he always wanted.
Kenny Silver.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound
you're
right at
damn
all.
right. You know what? I'm thinking, man. Kenny Silver, baby.
Oh god, don't make that a thing.
I am thinking that thing.
No.
I'm
Kenny
thinking
Payne is much more. Don't make that a thing. Good lord.
Silver bullet, baby. The silver
Kenny
bullet.
Payne.
He used it twice. Kenny, man. Kenny's that guy, bro. Don't mess with Kenny. Kenny's that
So
dude.
if we put this into context, who's got a special move? So Robbie's got the two-legged kick. Miguel's got the tornado spinneroonie. You've got what's Sam's one again?
Sam has that like weird. She has like that weird stance she does, like the
oh, like the one-legged,
yeah, the one-legged stance thing.
Yep. And then you've got Kenny that has the silver bullet, and you've
Damn right.
Hawk
Hawk
just
has that.
his
Hawk has that
tornado.
elbow. Hawk has that flying elbow.
Fury of the Hulk.
Fury of the Hawk. Fury of the Hawk taking the L. That's what's about to happen. Every time when he does that, it's like,
But
Alright.
mind you, then again, in season 3 in the house fight, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when he
That
said,
is
"I'm
true.
not gonna
It
cage
did
no more
work.
Eli, I'm not cage the Hawk." He did.
But again, his Hawk persona only works when plot allows it to. And
Yeah.
because of that, we've now lost Darius.
we're now
There you
even on the playing field, gentlemen.
Still Oreo.
oh, now you're gonna feel the
It
Fury of
doesn't matter who anyone was before they stepped into a Kings of Pop Culture street. What matters is we are all Oreo dough.
Oreo dough.
Oreo Kai.
Oreo Kai.
mean, it's true. But yeah, Mitch, get his fat ass out of here.
Now,
I'm
do
sorry,
people
that
go-
reveal pissed me off. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Do people go for the Oreos for the sweet cream in the middle of the cookie?
I ain't even gonna comment on that. I ain't even gonna say nothing on that.
It's just good business.
I am the captain of this ship. What ship? This guy hit me with a van.
Is there any more coffee? Jesus Christ.
Oh, you come for the king?
Oh, you come for the king?
That movie's hilarious.
I'm sorry, RJ. The first time you saw that, you were dying.
What was that?
What was that? What was that for?
No, that movie, Attack the Block, is one of the funniest. That movie is hilarious.
Oh, that's right. Just go cry to your father, you little weasel.
Oh,
So,
dude.
since
Blah,
you-
blah, blah.
Since you showed the freaking Gungan on the little Gungan video, guess who was at Rhode Island Comic Con?
No.
Ahmed Best.
Hey!
Mind your business.
I'm sorry, that video I saw of him, that I was crying, man. I saw that on my feed. It's like, mind your business. I was like, yo, get it, Ahmed. But yeah, just to bring it back to the original topic. If Miguel was to win, I won't be angry at it. It'll just be like, cool, Miguel's won. The champion rises again, you know. If Tori is to win, it would be cool to see. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Sam's gonna get the win. Unless the creators, please don't do things to be edgy. Just do what everyone for this one. Just do what everyone expects. Have Robbie and Sam win on the grand stage. Don't do surprises. And come on, you can do that, but just in a different way. Like maybe a surprise after fight or something outside. You know?
The different, man. Like they did something that their parents could never do: become world champions.
Yeah. And it honors Daniel and Johnny. Like they're kids. They're literal. I love Miguel, but they're actual kids. Honor them.
Bro. Can you just imagine, like, after they win the championship, they just bow to each other, and then they bow to their dads and everything? Like I'll cry if that happens. Okay, like.
And I'll bloody be doing this. So I'll just be bouncing up and down like a bloody ragdoll, like a yo-yo, just bouncing up and down my hands all day. RJ, that's your cue. My arms are numb now.
I thought you just said your mom's a nun.
Wow.
My arms are numb. Numb.
Why does this sound like a rain theme with that?
Open wide.
It literally does. You can't be the only one that thinks that.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
Chill out, Evan.
You gonna come for the Oreos? You say chill out, Evan.
You're a fraud, Shamoon.
You're a fraud.
Yo, damn. Oh, I've got chills. And then the way you pay it off even better is you have Miguel and Hawk dead center. Like, oh, the framing of that shot. Ugh. Freaking oatmeal. Oh god, what a stream! What a couple of streams it's been.
It started with those two bowing down to each other. And then others just said, like, "We did it, Dad."
I'm sorry. Just imagine, you know, the Top Gun Maverick scene with Goose and Rooster. Just imagine that with Johnny and Robbie.
That'd be sweet.
So,
And
honestly,
Miguel in the picture too. They're all, and then Miguel and like they have a Hangman Rooster moment. You know.
I do want to see Johnny hug Miguel and Robbie.
should play the best around. It's like when, like,
Oh, you better play it now. Like, I don't care if there's any more tournaments after this or whatever. There could be 5 tournaments after this. For the world tournament, you need to play. Oh, that montage is gonna be.
you win the championship, like, you're the best. All right.
I mean,
Like,
bro, you've literally got the best. Like, out of all the fighters we've got now, trim off the fat, right? Mitch included. And you've got, right? You've got a squad right there. So he's a fat mother. Get rid of him. You've got a squad right there. And shout out to Aiden Mix because he's a cool dude. It's just Mitch is just an asshole.
Boy, you guys think it's gonna be a cover or the original?
Original. Gotta be
Original.
the original.
Yeah, original. Please be
the
the original.
cover. We got issues.
But I mean, when you look at it like this, you've got Miguel Robbie Hawk, Sam Torrey Dimitri, you've got Kenny Anthony Devon, potentially Sean. Like that's all you need. You don't need any more than that. Like that's
Fuck will be everybody. Yeah.
damn.
What?
I said you 9 potential fighters that could help everybody.
No spoilers. I said it before.
You haven't seen it? It's like November, my guy. It came out.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about.
Watch that. That's
Watch
shame,
that.
shame on you for not watching that. Now
only
I would
thing I
wait
worry
till Darius
about
comes back. I don't know where Darius. I'm sure Darius is fine. But it's the moment of truth. Yeah,
Frankie, what's up, brother? I met him in Rhode Island.
Strike.
He's on it. Subscribe to Strike First Media. Sip on that juice.
Hey, Strike, you were gonna say something, right?
What do you say?
You were gonna say something, right?
Yeah. Literally what Frankie said. I'm only worried about that because they've done covers for other original songs like "Cruel Summer." What's that song at the end of season 3? I can feel it coming in the air tonight. I mean, they're good covers, but like I just want this to be the original. So.
Yeah.
I agree. I echo that same sentiment.
I think they will.
They don't. That's like the real.
Everyone raise a toast in the chat to the King Chris Jr. for assembling a badass list again. Stop shoving your agenda down our throats, King.
Hey, it's this Sunday. We're gonna watch Mighty Ducks, right?
Maybe.
Everyone raise a toast to the goat in the chat. Go back to your room now.
Not good.
You're in your room.
This is my room.
Yeah.
And well, I'm not going to do it to myself. And then Darius is somewhere. We'll just pretend that Darius is here. There we go. Okay, everybody, thank you for tuning in. And look, see the scene arranged itself again. Oh, what can I say? But yeah, thank you, King, for assembling that list. It was an awesome list. I did fall a bit adrift into a sleep halfway at the midpoint. But you guys had it. You had it, and then as soon as we were talking about certain things, I was like, I'm awake again. And then I had to disappear for a bit because spoilers for Wakanda Forever. So, yeah, I can't wait to watch that part back once I eventually see the movie and hear everyone's thoughts. And speaking of, Darius Hazard,
Great.
okay, maybe not. Zero dead. Everyone, thank you. It's not my microphone. I was gone for 40 minutes. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate all of you. Yes, echoing that same sentiment. And Lisa, I saw that you donated earlier on. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It's been another great stream. Nice little cameo from T. Talking. Yeah, Strike First Media, King, Goat, and the Chosen, and then Darius, the Mamba somewhere. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's fine. He's fine. Now, before we end, just for dramatic effect, let's see if we can play it up. Where's my hat? Okay, I can't find my hat. Royalty, as Darius would say, royalty-free quiver. Let's go. It's just the straight faces while we're doing it. It's brilliant. You know what? Let's see who can keep a straight face again this time with the music playing in the background.
Like,
Cody, you cheat.
this foot.
RJ just break.
God is amazing. Holy Spirit, turn to water.
So, Jacob, the question.
They sing, hallelujah, hallelujah, God.
Well, what did you say, Danny?
Big booty app.
Big booty ho.
That's not fair.
Easy.
Hey, RJ, you're eating hair.
I'm eating hair.
Oh, fudge it. We're going in a low fight.
I already.
It would actually help if I ended the stream. That lightsaber is so green.
What's up with you and
Green.
soap,
This
man?
isn't the real cut. Strike
You went from oatmeal to soap. Cool Game Boy. You go. What's going on, bro?
Dude, that's not healthy to eat.
Yeah, man. Like, what's going on with you?
Anyway, you guys ready to leave? I'm ready to leave.
Yeah, I'm ready to leave. See you all in another stream soon. Thank you for popping in. Cheers for popping in, Cody, RJ, King, and Darius. And we will see you all next week for probably a watch party to Mighty Ducks.